that Haaland had last season, and then Haaland on the other hand won FIFA World Cup trophy for Norway.
Yes.
I'm telling you that Messi will still be named the Ballor D'or.
You know what I believe?
It's a popularity context.
You know what I believe? To my own perspective, I believe anytime, any year the World Cup takes place, we have to respect this prestigious competition. Because I believe no matter how big your league is, no matter how many champions
I start to be
every 4 years.
Okay, now.
So we have to respect the competition. The best player that comes out of the competition to surely win the Ballor
D'or. Though I see Benzema overrated. I shouldn't see him so overrated, but because of the Ballon d'Or, I see him overrated. Yes.
Who got the winning assist in the 2006 Champions League final? Who gave the assist for the winning? Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the podcast Discuss Football with Kenny. And of course, today I am honored to be sitting beside the Oracle, the man who predicted Brentford to defeat Chelsea. And he said Mbemo will score.
It's not easy, my brother.
The Oracle himself.
It takes a special talent for you to predict a correct score.
Number one punter.
Octopus. They play.
I don't want better than that.
Person doesn't predict your own club. He collect water. They don't tell you that. He collect water.
See, the way predict your club to win, they don't still win.
I don't predict anything.
No, you make a prediction so that go win.
I'm not boasting.
I predicted that Madrid are defeating Barcelona and oh god.
I said Madrid would get away with the result.
You did that too.
We
We're on the same page.
Did you predict your own club to win?
Now we all have to sit down for here. I knew my club was going to win. Now Liverpool and them was going to win.
Now my achievements put me beside the FK.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice one.
If they talk, Man U fans, they go to shout. All this number 8 people.
We're still coming to
Number 8 full of hate. Number 8 full of hate.
Many things happen to have for weekend. We go open in
You're number 8 and you're full of hate.
So guys, my name is Kenny and I'm live here with Atri and
I'm busy.
Eloquence.
Prosper Westman, and you have the full house here today.
yeah, it is a full house like Prosper just said because we have a lot of talking points, a lot of hot ones. We'll be discussing about the classico that happened over the weekend. It was like mixed emotions for Barcelona fans. They thought they were winning it. The game was gone in the blink of an eye. And we have a Manchester United fan here too, the Manchester Derby. Wow, it was a game of come on, it was a very shambolic performance by United. And we want to get our team take on overrated player of all time. We want to know that, and of course we'll be playing the podcast game. And guys, this episode game is one in town.
Yes.
Because
1 in a million.
There is an incentive for the first time on our podcast. One of these guys is going to be going on with 10,000 naira cash prize. Win it. So
That's
guys,
me.
brace yourself for the game.
That's me.
Brace yourself for the game.
You just poor Man U fan. This Man U people said they just be making their mouth nothing.
Okay, and
Nothing.
of
3-0.
course,
Don't talk. 4-3-0 team.
A fan of the podcast said he wants correct score for the weekend game as well. So I'm going to have asking you correct scores as well. Say some people don't take you as oracle.
What do you think? Say put me for where I sit down.
The main octopus himself.
Form will not start to.
Octopus himself.
And of course, the Ballor D'or ceremony was held on Monday. Lionel Messi getting his 8th Ballor D'or. We'll discuss about that as well. It's as divided opinion on social media. Some people believe Haaland deserves it. Some people believe Lionel Messi. Will discuss about it as well. But let's start with that El Clasico. Eloquence. Your team lost the game.
Yes. Actually, I won't blame my coach for that error. Like, first of all, I will blame the injury crisis we are facing, because I did think there were better option of midfielders left that day. We wouldn't have brought in Oriol Romeo. What I saw that day, we played a very good match. As a matter of fact, I see what Xavi did. It's a very nice tactical tweak, bringing in Cancelo to cover up for the right side and making sure Bade is going to the left and right. But the problem I am facing with that midfield is there is nobody to seal that work. We did a lot of work at the first half. As a matter of fact, we played Madrid that we even lost up to like 3 chances, clear-cut chances. But immediately Romeo came, everything changed. Although the first goal Bellingham scored, I won't lie, that goal was superb.
Exceptional goal by an exceptional player.
Yes, it's the best goal, and you can't blame anyone for that.
I think it proved the fact that big players who turn up during big moments.
Sure.
Yes. When the game was going against his team.
But
quality,
the
that's the
mistake,
spirit.
the second goal he scored, that mistake came from Romeo. I did being Xavi didn't tell Gavi to go and support what they call this guy Lamine Yamal up front. Gavi would have stopped this guy Bellingham, because he has been the one stopping Bellingham right from first half. You could remember the clear cut chance he stopped Bellingham from scoring.
I was expecting Romeo to actually make a tactical foul outside the 18-yard area.
Or even clear him, or even get the red card.
Actually, buttressing the points in which Eloquent actually brought up. The game that day, it was an exceptional game. Starting from the very first minute, the team were on point, especially I'm a Barca fan. Barcelona were on point, especially in the first half.
Definitely.
But what actually was really pain was that, a lot of chances we had in the first half.
We wasted it.
We were unable to put it at the back of the net, we actually paid for it in the second half. Because I actually believe that at the first half, if we were able to put in some chances, we had at the first half at the back of the net, maybe by that first half, going into the second half, we should be having like 2-0, 3-0 into the second half. And if at all Jude Bellingham came, if at all Jude Bellingham resurrected, as I always put it,
that would
in the
be
second
3-2.
half, we might end up having this kind of 3-2 of a team. So I was actually paid, and we had this standard performance of Gavi. It was really standout.
Spot
he
on.
was moving from Gavi was everywhere on the pitch.
Yes.
Even he actually wanted to put his life on the line just for us to win the match.
He tried.
And to buttress your point, whenever you can't be playing against a team called Real Madrid, a team as big as Real Madrid, this dangerous team, and start losing chances. Whichever chance you have against Real Madrid, you have to utilize it. The moment you start losing chances, just know you're going to pay for it.
Okay.
Because Madrid, they are hard nuts to crack.
Okay, let me get an opinion of a neutral.
Okay.
You guys are speaking from a fan spot.
Yes.
I want
Actually,
a
that
neutral
is
opinion.
what I was expecting of him at first, before he made mention of the chance lost by Barcelona players. Because a team like Real Madrid,
You have to respect your opponent.
Exactly. Because if you don't make use of those chances, you will pay for it at the end of the day.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
do you expect a team like Real Madrid not to have their own moment?
Yeah,
Definitely.
And a team like Liverpool have suffered that
Yes,
before.
Yes.
The Champions League final.
Yes, when he said it at first, he made mention of injury, which I won't buy that.
The injury also
Injury is part of
I will
football.
come to
I hope
that.
you know that.
You know what?
And those that play, they are also backup players.
But have
They
you
represent the badge.
forgotten that?
There's
Let
difference
me
in
tell
quality.
you. Let me tell you something. Femi Lopez first season as a La Liga player is this season.
Okay.
He's just playing his first season as a La Liga player with Barca. And Lamine Yamal is playing his first season as a La Liga player in Barca this season. Majority of those players, Oriol is just playing his first season as a Barca player. Inigo Martinez is just playing his first season as a Barca player. Let me tell you something. Had it been we had Frankie de Jong in the bench, or maybe Pedro in the bench, that mistake wouldn't have happened.
Yes.
Oriol is not
Sorry to cut you
classy.
short. Football is not a game of if, could, but, or
That's
maybe.
I know.
It's factual.
But
It's factual. You never can tell. That's one
when
point.
the case
That's
of
one point.
when the case of
If
And you know that
but when the case of injury arise, what are we going to say?
There's no if but or maybe. It's not football. There's no if but or
those guys
maybe.
just made mention of, they can deal with Madrid if they make use of those chances.
And you know that definitely nobody is going to buy that. Yeah, last season Arsenal was shouting it was because of William Saliba that everybody was saying they bottled the league. Nobody cares if they
United can also place a debate for injury for their recent failure. Chelsea can also place a debate for injury for their defense failure. I buy the statement of it was quality. The differences between quality due to the injury crisis. But telling me if but or maybes, I don't buy that.
But no. I am not assuming. I am not just assuming.
You are saying absolute facts.
No, wait. I am not just assuming. I'm telling you, due to the point of experience. I am experienced in Barca match. I know how Barca plays if De Jong is not there. If you look at Barca match last season, we were losing matches. We lost almost all the matches De Jong wasn't present in.
So
yes, I don't know if you have that. If you get your fact right,
De Jong is Barcelona.
No, I'm not saying we're a one-man team, but De Jong is very important in that project.
Okay, so let me get you somewhere. So the thing is, just like Manchester City missed Rodri. You know, there is this win percentage when he's in the team. Yes. It reduces whenever he's not in the team. Yes. So I think Frankie De Jong is kind of very crucial.
Yes, it's a crucial piece in that project.
You know in everything. There's always
just like saying Maguire plays a lot of match and we used to win, and when he's absent, we lose.
No, you can't take Maguire as the example.
Yes,
Maguire has been having
it's win percentage.
Maguire has a very high percentage.
I think that Maguire, I think the media are kind of painting him the way he's not actually is. He's not like he's not as bad
as the portrait him to be.
We can't compare Maguire to De Jong. Wait, we can't compare
I think this media support him.
No one is him back.
We can't
not English player.
Bro, we can't put how important De Jong is to Maguire for their team as an exemption. De Jong is so crucial in the team than even Maguire or whichever person you're going to call out.
Bro,
De Jong is a masterpiece of Barca project. We need him. He's the Madrid destroyer.
To the point.
That is Madrid destroyer for us.
It's very understandable that when you look at the table actually summarizes what you've done so far.
Yes.
Within the season. So actually seeing the table actually summarizes what we've done so far within the season. But as a football fan, you might be an opposite side of Barcelona. Deep inside you, only if you want to be biased. You know this period is a tough period for us when it comes to injury.
Yes.
And that injury actually contributed to our season summary so far. So I don't think that should be I'm referring to a basic.
I don't think that should be. Will you use the yardstick of injury to have patience with Man United?
I'm not going to even buy that.
Yes. Will you use the yardstick of
this isn't Barcelona has not been terrible.
They have not been terrible.
Let me explain why we
a team that can actually blame the season on injuries is actually Chelsea. Like that team that Manchester United.
My brother, we can also blame it on us.
We can also blame it on
if the team went just after one loss, they are blaming it on you. The team went after one loss.
Listen,
I want to ask you a question. In a team, we have the defensive base is the solid of a base of any team.
Yes.
You want your defense line to be stable.
Yes.
Do you have any injured defender at the moment?
Yes.
All your first team.
We have Kunde is injured. Kunde is injured. Arajo is just coming back. Arajo is just coming back. Christensen just came back.
I want to ask the both of you. Both of them not absent when Barca was winning game.
It came to a point that both of them were absent.
Let me ask one thing. You guys are complaining. You guys are complaining about injuries, and against Real Madrid, you fielded at least 5 defenders: Cancelo, Araujo, Christensen, Inigo Martinez, Balde. You fielded 5
and you're complaining
about injuries.
And I see the number 6 as a left back.
Did you remember that our striker that day we had? The striker we used that day, Ferran Torres, never had any goal contribution. Never even made any impact in that game.
He's a big player.
But if Lewandowski was, if you're saying the injury is not the problem, if Lewandowski was available, will Ferran Torres play that day?
We've seen games where Lewandowski.
Ferran Torres has turned up last season for Barcelona. Why was it that the shark?
Yes, and
who was the highest goal scorer in La Liga last season?
He has turned up for you severally. So
and now that same person who is our highest goal scorer is injured.
He's injured. Okay, I want to ask you guys a question, please. Assuming a fully fit Lewandowski was on field the other day against Madrid,
we would have struggled to get a goal
right now.
Now you are going back to the
It's
case
a
of
different
if,
story.
but
No,
you
no, not
not assumption.
Let's talk
You
about
don't
reality.
assume.
Let's talk about reality.
Let's
Now let's just say it. If we are thinking about if, but what if your players are on the pitch and you still lose?
We won't
Yes,
lose
no
just
way.
like that.
And you still win, my brother.
What if the Conte
No
was
way,
on the pitch and cost a penalty?
We
No way,
did.
my brother.
Service,
No way,
service.
brother.
It's football, nothing is certain.
During
Nothing is
service,
certain.
during service tenure in Barca, we have played with Madrid 4 times.
Okay.
And Xavi has beaten Ancelotti 2 times, and Ancelotti has beaten Xavi twice.
That's
So
what
we-
the fact. That's what the fact that nobody.
And
as far as
if you remember
our
our winning, who was a classico destroyer? When we were watching the classico, who was the player that do control the midfield?
it's Frankie.
Even he controls the midfield. In fact, compared to even Real Madrid player and Barca player,
sometimes
he
he
used to be the
always
best.
Okay,
Yes.
now you now know that even if a Frankie is around, you said it now that most of the Clasico you guys have played during service tenure, Frankie de Jong is so instrumental in
Yes.
how you defeat them.
Yes.
Now you know that Real Madrid are a well-coached team.
Yes.
They get coached too.
Yes.
If Frankie was around, they don't
They
do
might have done their
assignment.
assignment.
They might have done the assignment
Have you
right, and they will
forgotten?
take him out of the game.
Have you forgotten
I have
that
seen games.
we weren't getting ball into the box
Bro.
as normal.
Bro, I have seen
Which
games.
Pedri and Frankie
We
will
are
be
just
spamming the
analyzing
box.
like
You
Madrid don't have any plan.
No.
Like, you know that
No.
Madrid won by
Never
fluke.
said
this.
That's why they're making
Never
sense.
said
They
they
are
have
Madrid.
fluke.
It's by fluke.
We never said they have no
It's
plan.
by
We never
a
said
player moment of
It is
brilliance
never
that
by
Madrid
no
used.
plan.
it is never by
It's by fluke.
because the second half of the game they got so better, they grew into the game in the second half.
But the 9 minutes of the second half, like that is the half of the second half. We control the game now.
No,
Yes.
We control the game.
you guys don't control the game.
We control the game at
You know
half
what?
time
You
second
know
half.
what? You know what?
Even if
You know
ball
what?
possession
I
lows.
actually blamed Romy for
All
these
his mistakes.
If this thing was to be balanced, there won't
be any error.
Because
For real.
with
Romeo is the main
with,
reason.
with a number of injured players, unfit players, we actually tried our best.
But
Definitely.
make I ask you one
Actually tried our
question.
best.
You know that Jude Bellingham is a star boy.
Yes.
We all know.
You know that.
We all know that.
You know that he's
Yes, we all know that.
He's better than all your young midfielders.
All my young midfielders.
Bro,
I stand to dispute that, my brother.
we don't have
I
a
stand to
we
dispute
don't
that,
have
my
a
brother.
proper attacking
I stand to
midfielder right
dispute
now.
that.
No, let's rewind. You will rewind the
No.
video where
I
he
won't say
said
that.
Jude Bellingham is better than Pedri. There was a video where he
Yeah,
said it.
yes.
Yes. So,
Yeah, he
okay.
said it.
Cut
That-
it, okay.
that's
Cut it,
because
okay.
You said
Cut
it.
it, okay.
Yeah,
Bro,
that was
cut it,
that
bro.
was a
Yes,
episode
bro,
15,
yes,
bro.
yes, bro.
Yeah, he's a
Bro,
guy.
no stress.
He said it.
He said it.
He
I thought
Entry.
And he also supported.
No, Entry,
I'm
don't be surprised.
disappointed.
Entry, don't be surprised. Yes, you might say Jude Bellingham is good.
Yes,
good
I'm
to
right.
Pedri.
Yes.
They are not playing same wing. They are not
Yes.
playing same position.
Yes.
But right now, I still prefer Pedri to Jude Bellingham because when this guy has been in Barca at his young age, he has gotten over like 2 times most
Bro,
players.
Bro,
I think you guys forgot
in a Jude Bellingham and a Pedri, who would you say has the biggest chance of winning a Ballon d'Or in future? It will always be Jude
because
Bellingham.
of his
It will always be
goal scorer.
Jude Bellingham.
You won't
No,
see goal
apart from being a goal scorer.
Modric won the Ballon d'Or without being a goal scorer.
Yeah, what is on there?
that was due to World Cup.
I think
that was due to the World Cup. Yes,
That was due to
performance in
World
World
Cup.
Cup.
When it comes now comparing
and
the
that
both
period,
both
and that
national
period,
team,
no
if you
one
have to
was
use World Cup years, comparing the both national team, Jude still has an edge.
And yes,
Yes.
Where did England get to?
For you.
Where did England?
This is World Cup.
England, where did they get?
Spain and England do this better.
Where did they get in last
Why
week?
is this guy
Where did they get? They
See,
dropped
let
us
me
as
tell
round
you
of
something.
16.
Yeah.
Get your facts right. Be factual. Be
Which
factual.
was
They are knocked out by
England?
France.
England, France.
They are knocked out by France.
Yeah.
Yes,
France.
by France.
What
Yes.
is France?
Yes.
2-0.
Chow Medi. I'll never forget that. Chow Medi.
and that day they play France.
Yeah.
Well,
They have played France.
Yeah.
That was the game where Saka won penalty for them also.
Yeah.
Saka won
Get your
penalty.
facts right.
Get your facts right.
Need to pick up Barca fans.
Let's go follow watch out.
No man, them Barca fans.
Was that last year?
Bro.
Or was that 2 years ago?
Bro.
Which Pedri has this kind of he played a lot of matches.
Yes.
You know, see, let me tell you something.
Olympic and
See,
Euros.
let me tell you
Yes.
something. When it comes to work rate, you can't compare Pedri to Bellingham. Pedri has this kind of mad work rate. Pedri is
Pedri.
bro.
Bellingham.
Pedri.
Pedri. You are comparing
Pedri.
you are comparing an orchestrator with a box-to-box midfielder. Work rate. Work rate.
I'm not saying this based on.
Fuck that right.
Bellingham is someone that
No need to talk anymore. He has just said what I want to hear.
Okay.
He said
You are comparing a
he said
box-to-box
you are comparing
midfielder
a
and an
box-to-box
orchestrator
with
Pedri
So
is
we shouldn't be comparing them.
Pedri
now.
is an
started it.
Pedri is an
Orchestrator.
orchestrator.
You can't even compare their work rate. Which one if you compare their work rate? It's like comparing N'Golo Kante and Luka Modric in terms of
what we should be arguing right now. What we should be arguing right now. What we should be arguing right now is both of them are good at their respective position.
Bro, I want you guys to know that this is football. We can actually place the debate. There's always a debate about Scholes, Lampard, and they never play the same position all through their life. But there's no we cannot.
Who is a better player? That is the debate.
Musiala, Bellingham, they don't play the same position. So we can always place the debate. Who is a better player among these two guys?
I prefer Pedri, honestly.
Pedri.
What do you say?
Because if I have Pedri, I have Lewandowski in front of him. I'll be having goals in the back of the net.
Because I got you in 4K.
Yeah.
You will escape.
No, me, I stand on my word. I stand on my word. I stand on my word. I prefer Pedri. You know, I don't like Bellingham.
Pedri is reliable when he's fully fit. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
All those passes.
He's very reliable when he's fully fit.
So is Bellingham. Bellingham is a player that
I'm
not so sure Pedri can take the game at the scruff of the neck by himself. I'm not so sure if Pedri.
Yes, Pedri has done that.
He has won and one other match. One last match. That match that day was. We needed those games that day. And Pedri won it for us. He carried the team on his shoulder by himself. Okay. Nobody helped him. And we are still.
Have you forgotten how Paul Baka were playing that day?
And then look, we are still going to stay on your league.
Yes.
There is a new intruder in this party now, Girona. What do you think about? We have a new intruder.
Well, I don't see them as an intruder. I'm just seeing them as someone who is just coming up and taking advantage of the hardship or the hard time the hard time the other teams are going through.
I don't think there is a team going through hard time.
Let me explain.
Barcelona is doing fine. Real Madrid is doing fine.
Baka is not doing fine.
You are not doing fine.
We are
suffering from
injury with the top.
I hate when people are not straightforward with their words. This is what you are doing. Remember when I told you Baka were underperforming with their qualities they have. You told me Baka were doing fine and they are unbeaten. You told me Baka were doing fine, that they were underperforming, that they are unbeaten this season.
When you say
when
you said we were underperforming
with the qualities you had, I said you said you were doing fine. You are unbeaten.
I remember that argument that day. I did not tell you maybe we were doing fine. I told you we never had this quality of players. If not until when Sabi just came and started signing Gundogan and all that. But Girona is not equal to the task. No be mouth.
But don't you think that's a good thing for?
It's a good thing
for La Liga.
For you, to my own perspective about Girona, my own perspective is different entirely. You know, I love the way they are playing these days, and it's always a pride for a league.
Yes.
When these kind of underdogs come up once in a while, maybe every season, I don't see them as a team that is taking advantage of any team that is going through a downtime. Exactly. I believe that where they are right now, they actually end it because we've seen a lot of matches that actually was very tough for them, and they actually ended up, being victorious and everything. But my fear is that, they don't have this kind of quality players, and quality players always goes with quality mindsets. So I believe as time goes on, they will get tired.
I want to ask you a question. When Leicester City won the league, not until they won the league, as at when they came and during that their campaign, how many quality players were they having? None.
But most of their players became quality now.
They became the same time. Girona might write the same story. Exactly. They might write the same story.
They don't have quality players, but most of their players, they are like diamond in the rough. Because when they won the league,
it's all about Girona right now. If Girona could end the season maybe top 4, top 5, I'm telling you that some of Girona's players
will be bought by Madrid.
Exactly. Bought by Madrid. Yes.
That is the way it works.
Yeah, that's just the way it works. Just look at the Brighton.
We are the dog eats dog.
Girona.
I comment Man City also. So that's one of their clubs. It's part part of the City group.
Girona
is part of the
part
City
of the
group.
team.
So
Yes.
if they should do well, I think Man City have a player on loan there. Yeah, Man City have a player on loan there. So if they should do well, it's a case of dog eat dog in football. Before you know, City might get one of their players, Barca get one, Madrid get one. That is the case. So I don't feel it's a bad thing. They are doing it's a good thing.
I don't feel bad.
It's the beauty of the league.
I don't feel bad.
It's the beauty of the league.
And
It's what they have been lacking for a long time.
Yeah.
La Liga is lacking.
La Liga has lost its credibility.
Secondly,
Yes.
I am happy about this too because all these you people that are Premier League fans, you guys have been telling me our La Liga team is like Farmers League. Now I can say boldly that Girona is topping the league. That means Girona can trash Arsenal.
That's what I'm
Arsenal
saying.
playing in second.
That's what I'm saying. That's the spirit,
Yes,
bro.
I can say it, bro.
That's the spirit,
I can
bro.
say it.
Most times you don't need to reply to some certain statements.
Don't answer. Don't reply. I don't want to respond.
Guys,
Oh my.
oh.
Girona will trash
No, no,
trash
no,
Arsenal.
them. He's coming from a place of 8. Then 8.
Some
no wahala.
They're not ready to embrace facts.
No, na Man United, na Man United 8. Na Man United 8.
I'm not sure.
Kenny,
They barely embrace facts.
Yeah, they
Kenny,
Na Man United 8. Na they 8.
Arsenal Tula.
Answer to
Probably
Answer
he's referring to that Arsenal.
to Allah. Not answer football club. When they don't
But make I know, like, if you watch, let's the point of banter. Let's put the point of banter aside. If you watch Girona play, they are playing good football.
Good football.
Yeah,
I've not watched them this season.
Yes,
I haven't watched.
I read about them.
And I think it's all boils down to the fact that it's a well-run club.
Just a well-run organization. That's why I liked it in one of the episodes.
They brought in new legs to their team.
And
And even majority, like half of, like 2 or 3 of their players are from our side.
that
Like,
fact that
so
they are being run by the City group.
Yes.
And
Says a lot.
It says a lot.
It says a lot.
I'm talking about that Man City. They crushed their neighbors.
Oh.
Yet again. Yet again.
But sorry, before we continue this, please, you said that Manchester City, that blue, that people that made Manchester blue
Let me
are trashing their noisy neighbors.
let me rephrase my word.
Trashing
Manchester, a city being dominated by City.
City.
For the past decade.
What do you mean by this dominated?
Destroyed.
Manchester
I
is a
would take
city
that
being
from you.
dominated by
Don't
City.
tell me that.
You know, when was the last time you guys finished above Man City on the league table?
Don't ask me such questions.
No.
Bro, Manchester is red.
Bro.
So stop asking me such
Okay,
questions.
When you ask them that, I believe you are just giving them an edge.
Yes.
Just let's explain to them what's going on.
Yes.
You telling him that you are giving him an edge to
To argue.
bring up things we don't want to hear.
Please get me that marker. I want to explain something to Abisi right now.
Okay.
I want to explain. Throw me, give me, pass it.
See
the gap.
That's
Yeah,
see the
that's-
thing.
That's the permanent.
No, okay. The distance between you and Man City is, look at Man City and this is Man United.
Yeah.
That guys are big. Guys are big.
According to Prosper,
The guys are
according
big.
to
You can't
Prosper,
see it.
and you think someone sitting here will tell me the difference between Manchester United and Man City?
Leave it. We go.
Yes. So with what I see with Manchester United Manchester City game, I don't think it's actually a debate because even before going into the game, a lot of football fans, even the Manchester United fans, they actually expected what actually happened, which is the outcome of the football match. You know, Manchester United have been down for a while. You know, losses upon losses, a lot of controversies, a lot of backroom issues, administrative issues.
There are some
and
deep-rooted
everything.
issues at the
Deep-rooted
club.
issues. And I don't think Manchester United are going to be a yardstick for them to revive all of a sudden. You know, is what I expect. Ted, is what Abisi expected. The loss, he expected it. I expected it.
No.
He wasn't expecting the loss, he was expecting a win now. So he will draw.
I think I can even attribute.
That's why they are the
loss.
noisy neighbors.
I can attribute it to Ten Haag. I think he made some wrong calls
Definitely.
during the game. Now,
Now, Babake, let me bring the Barca fans to the spot.
Alright.
He made some wrong calls to the game due to injury. Would you use the same injury yardstick you used for Barcelona earlier for Manchester United?
Wait now. You dey talk. Make I answer you. Oh yeah, how many of your defenders even come dey injured sef as we dey talk?
The whole back line.
The entire back line.
Mention. Shebi now they talk about
Saka,
That's not valid. Mr. Martinez look sure.
4.
No,
They
there are more than 4.
first-
Malaysia, we have Malaysia injured. We have this guy, just came back. He's not fit.
He's not
He
fit.
just came back.
The whole back line. Go sign person with a PlayStation.
But the thing is, why
Something is wrong with their back room.
I don't understand why Eric Ten Hag is playing players out of position. I think I made mention of him playing Casemiro as a box crasher during the first episode. I don't understand him misproviding players. Now playing Bruno Fernandes on the wing, that was actually where I felt he lost the game that particular day, because whenever they are in possession, we all know he wants it. He wants to attack with about 6 players. He's always a 3-1-6 structure.
Sorry to cut you short, DFK.
Okay.
I see Eric Ten Hag as someone that actually lost it. You know what he actually expected when he was coming to the team was not what he actually meant. You know, Eric Ten Hag was this kind of manager. He expected something replica to likes of Ajax, and he doesn't know something. When you are coming to the Premiership, when you are coming to one of the biggest teams in the world, which is Manchester United, you have to be ready for the pressure from the fans. There's no time for you to get yourself together. To you, it's football. To these people, it's business as usual. There's no time for nobody's going to keep you there. Okay,
I will dispute your point.
Your point is very wrong.
Firstly,
you is wrong.
No, firstly,
is right.
Firstly, Ajax is a well-run club.
But not
one of the best.
But not like Manchester United.
Listen,
You can't
it's
compare
not
how
dumb.
they run
It's
Ajax
not
to
dumb.
Manchester United.
Ten Hag is not dumb. Now,
But
Ajax
bro,
is a
you can't compare
well-run.
how they run Ajax to Manchester United.
I said it's a well-run club. I never mentioned Man United.
Okay.
You can never put Man United and a well-run club in the same statement. First of all, now Ajax is a
Are you saying
well-run club.
Manchester United is not a well-run club?
They are not well-run.
Obviously, you know
Yeah.
that.
Now with Ajax, they have been
We all
the
know
factory house of youth talent in Europe.
That was
Some of the best players in the world
came to the
academy. He has had that corps of talent at his disposal. The administrative issues there were great. Now it will be of a foolish man to sit from Ajax hierarchy and look, at United I can have the same academical structure, I can have the same ball. When you've seen what the likes of Ralf Rangnick, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and everybody has gone through, Jose Mourinho has gone through. So it would be dumb for an Eric Ten Hag to think, okay, the United is the same thing as Ajax.
Let me now ask you something.
Yeah.
Don't you think this Ten Hag is kind of shooting himself in the leg? Is he trying to get himself sacked?
Oh.
Because right now, you look at their build-up structure is a little bit sketchy. The present structure is not there. You don't understand what they are trying to do.
Oh, so
if you analyze that game,
please, I'm very sorry. Please, sorry to cut you short, DF Kenny. If we parabolate around Manchester United matter for a very long time, we will still never going to get to the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Because with what I see, at the end of the tunnel for Manchester United, there's no golden sky.
There is storm.
You understand?
No light.
If
This is actually
There is the light at the end of the tunnel. There are the light at the end of my tunnel.
let's hear from their fan.
Actually, last season, if you notice, Ten Hag, he used to use a double pivot.
Yeah, don't prefer, okay?
Yes, but this season he has changed from that to a lone number 6.
It's a little number 6.
Yes, so he's trying to use a double, something like a double 10 now, which is trying to use Casemiro to go
Now,
and come.
Now,
And looking for someone to stay, just hold
Now, I want to ask you.
That's Casemiro's
That is where I
fault.
question his talent
Let him
ID.
land.
Let's get into it.
Let him land.
And you know, last season, Casemiro actually had a good season, but this season is steadily declining, slowly but steady declining.
As
It
the
will go
game
fast.
goes by, it gets worse.
Yes.
But why is all Manchester United
from all
players
what you
declining
see-
along the
Now,
way?
I want to ask
If
him a
you
question.
look
I want to ask him a
build
question.
up.
Which player has Ten Hag actually improved?
The most essential
bless you, my
player for
brother.
our build up
No,
is Lisandro
please,
Martinez.
let's give him more.
Thank you
chance.
for that question.
He's trying to get us somewhere.
If you look at the build up of Eric Ten Hag, it is essential. Our build up is mainly from Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw.
Okay.
Yes, and partially Rafael Varane. And Casemiro as a 6 is someone that used to scan for threats whenever opponent is trying to attack.
Okay.
But this same player is declining. More reason we got Amrabat this season. Now Amrabat is here. His first match was being deployed as a left back because of injury crisis.
That was
so injury is one of the factors.
Being deployed
Now, I want to ask you.
Injury is one of the
you have to be
factors.
constructive in what you're trying to tell us here because
Bro, you said something the other time against Barcelona.
I saw the
Injury
game.
is one of
Stop assuming. You said
Let me talk.
No,
Injury is not a factor.
injury is not a
But at the
factor.
same time, hold on.
Injury is
At
not
the
a
same
factor. You
time,
said it now.
Ten Haag is partly to be blamed as well.
Okay.
For not being able to utilize the players available. I won't give myself injury to be a big excuse because we have other players there. They are also called Manchester United player.
Yeah.
They are being paid. So you can't tell me because someone is injured and that was why an opponent beat us.
No.
Shouldn't be like that. At least put in a fight.
That's what you're trying to explain.
What is partly to be blamed is that fighting spirit, that zeal to win. We didn't see it there.
Okay, now let me get you somewhere. The thing is, I think just like I said earlier, the build-up structure is sketchy. The pressing structure is not.
Now, Baba K, sorry for competitions. Now, the build-up structure, as my United play with Lisandro Martinez so far this season.
Yes.
How well have you performed?
like maybe
I am
few matches.
I am coming. I am coming from
He
somewhere
was
now.
injured even from last season.
Yeah, now let me get.
Yes, he wasn't. No, he came back. He wasn't fit enough. He had foot injury.
Now let me get you somewhere.
That same injury, setback. He had setback.
Now the thing is, you look at a team like Manchester City.
Yes.
You have KDB out. You have John Stones out at the point.
Yeah.
You had Rodri
You
out
had Grealish.
at the
You had
point.
Grealish
You
out.
had Grealish out at the point. These are core members of the team, and the
Integral
team
member.
still keep winning because of what. Number
That's
one.
why I said Eric Ten Hag is partly to be blamed
Partly to be
for not
blamed.
being able to utilize the available
Now-
players
now-
for that same playing style.
Now
His
the-
tactics.
now the-
He's not being able to achieve his aim using
So
those
are you
players
saying it's
available.
clueless? Are you saying it's clueless?
So
That's you.
Are you saying it's clueless?
Don't put word into my mouth.
No, I just asked the question.
Bro,
it's
I-
not
I-
good.
I-
That doesn't
I
mean
deserve
it's
an answer,
clueless.
right?
So you admit
He's
that
partly to be blamed.
it's
My backup brother.
That's
God bless you.
okay. At the same time, injury
God bless you, bro.
but
We need to show this man is nothing.
we should disregard probably administrative issue but at least there are some things he's also doing. Even he himself, he admitted that him subbing off Amrabat is a mistake from his own part.
and you know he did two things that day. Now let me say this. He did two things that day that contributed to the loss. Number one, you are playing against a City side. When I saw the City lineup, there was no single winger in the team.
Yes.
It was all about dominance and control.
Dominance, yes.
I want to come and control this game.
Yes.
And ball retention.
Ball retention. Now you saw that lineup. You now played in Eriksen in a midfield where you have John Stones, you have Rodri, you have Bernardo Silva.
With Eriksen.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo.
So
Eriksen with a weak leg.
now,
Bernardo.
Eriksen has a weak leg. He's not that mobile. He can't provide you that mobile presence in the middle of the park. You had a Mason Mount on the bench. For crying out loud, I don't know why you got a Mason Mount. It was due to out of possession issue that you wanted to make sure he helped you to improve. You wanted Mason Mount to improve out of possession issues.
Yes.
Because last season United had some out of possession issues. When they lose the ball in the final third, they don't know how to retrieve the ball back and all of that. And right now, Mason Mount has come into the picture. Now you are starting Eriksen against Bernardo Silva. I watched a lot of drills that day that Eriksen lost against Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva enjoyed one of his best games I've seen him play in Manchester Derby.
He always perform against Manchester United.
He enjoyed, and that's number one. Number two is playing Bruno out on the wing. Like I was trying to explain the other time, whenever they are Man United are in possession, he's always trying to play this front six, single pivot, back three of the team.
And he started that in this season. I remember when he started that front six.
So
this season.
So now the thing now is when they're in possession, he wants Bruno to keep the width. He wants Diogo Dalot to go into those half spaces. Sometimes they rotate. Bruno in the half space, Diogo Dalot keeping the width. Now when they were out of possession, you playing against City. It's now down to Bruno Fernandes to defend 2v1 against Jack Grealish and Bernardo Silva. That was in the first half. They tried it. Onana brought in a wonderful save.
Yes.
Wonderful save.
That was a world class
so
save.
Why not? Since Bruno Fernandes or Diogo Dalot, wherever person is in that position, is being exposed to this 2v1 situation against Jack Grealish and Bernardo Silva. Why don't you, as a Man United manager, overload that area of the pitch? Since there is an underload there,
This is one other way, one other thing Anthony has excelled at so far.
Tracking
Manchester United.
Tracking
When
back.
they go to that front six with Dalot in the half space, he has this ability, this pace, and
To
everything
track back.
to track back and runner.
Yes.
And cover up.
Anthony is like a dog.
Yeah.
You are playing against a Jack Grealish, who is one of the best ball carrier in EPL.
Yes.
Then you left Bruno on the wing to track back against Jack Grealish. Now he made a statement. First of all, you make a statement about the players. I want to ask you categorically, since Eric Ten Hag came to Manchester United, how many players can you categorically beat your chest to say has improved under him?
That's a very good question, bro.
That's a big one.
Lisandro Martinez.
Lisandro Martinez has been
Lisandro
that.
Martinez.
Even my brother, Garnacho is getting poorer.
Garnacho is getting poor now.
Yes, Garnacho is getting poorer.
You guys are just trying to
Garnacho is
be
getting poorer.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to have.
Hold on.
We can't be having this conversation.
Who is that?
Hold on.
I think it's not in the Champions League.
We have this kind of young lads in Manchester United. You have Garnacho, you have Pellistri,
We have Mayano, that small boy.
Hannibal.
He has been injured
See,
all this
all
while.
those boys, right now, they are nowhere to be found. You know, in a proper team, a good manager, you should be able to contribute to the development of the
players.
system,
Yeah, definitely.
which is very important, because as we are spending money buying external players, we should be able to
should
sell
produce.
players to produce,
This
even to
same
produce
thing
for the team.
Yes.
You understand?
Just said.
And these guys are not developing.
Yes.
They are not developing.
This same thing you just
All
said.
this Pellistri, all this Hannibal, they are not developing.
Not even trying players like.
So automatically this man is not developing.
They are
You shouldn't be expecting a player like
He's not
Milo.
tactical enough. He's not tactical
No,
enough.
he doesn't have anything
So
to do
he's
with that
scared.
thing.
He's a coward.
Listen,
He's so scared.
listen,
He
he doesn't
wants
have anything to do
experienced
with
players
that.
Listen,
to
in an
development of
environment
the
like
has
Manchester
nothing.
United,
He can't use youth. He
Now
can't.
there have been
He
reports.
doesn't do that
There have been reports where one of the major
Everything
issues,
is
one
not
of the major
tactics,
issues he has
tactics.
with Sancho has with him has been favoritism in his lineup. There are some certain players he liked. Now,
Untouchable.
yeah. Now let me tell you, the
Bruno.
first time I watched Facundo Pellistri was Uruguay versus Ghana at the World Cup.
And
When he was performing, a Man United fan was like, "This now our player," and I was like, "Wow, you had such a gem, and he has been on the bench for so long. So far, you've given him Pellistri the chance." What he played when you watch Pellistri at Man United and you watch him at Uruguay, then you begin to question yourself.
Yes.
What is wrong?
What is that?
Now let's move on
Yes,
to
not
player
like-
development. I think the audience will
Bro,
have to answer
watch
to
Bruno
that.
Fernandes in Manchester United. Watch him when he plays for Portugal.
Uh-uh.
You know something is wrong.
Yes,
now,
We've
I love that.
now,
We've watched
now,
it.
now,
Yes.
I love that.
now,
Not a
coming
lie.
to Ten Hag,
Something
lie.
is wrong.
now coming to Ten Hag
And Ten
himself.
Hag needs to be
Coming to
sacked.
Ten Hag
Bro,
himself.
He
Now,
needs to be sacked.
now coming to Ten Hag, he made a statement that he can't play the style of football
Yeah, he played
he
at
played
Ajax.
as Ajax at the current Man United team. And now I begin to ask myself, I checked his starting 11, his core starting 11. He bought about 6 to
Ajax
7
player.
players for that starting 11, and 3 of those players had played at Ajax
Yeah,
under him. Now if you can have to include Johnny Van de Beek, that would be 4 of those players.
We can also look at that word from this angle. He might be saying it because of the the pattern of play in English Premier League is different.
Listen, let me tell you.
Maybe that is why he said
See,
we can't play Ajax football. We want to bring in another.
now let me tell you how
I am
every
not
world class
backing him, but I
this
feel
is
that is
how
what
every world class
he's
coach
saying.
thinks. Now listen, what every world class
He
coach
can't
thinks.
intentionally say that
Listen.
if it meant
Now,
negative
eloquence.
message.
Listen, I've always backed Ten Hag. You get Ten Hag, Pochettino has been the 2 managers I've backed so far in the Premier League. Now, what every top class manager does is this: if you don't have the players at your disposal, you practice pragmatism. Anyhow, we want to get results. That is the important thing. I don't know if you get Inter Milan don't exactly for years. Pragmatism. Now, then slowly you build your process.
And that is where
It worked for Aston Villa.
and that is where managers like Jose Mourinho
Exactly.
excel
Yes.
very well.
Yes.
If Mourinho was too big
you guys are
you
not
guys
paying
be getting
attention.
results. You know that.
Yes.
You guys are not actually paying attention closely.
Okay.
Because this same man said this same statement of yours now. Last season, when we lost to Brentford, he said in next match, we don't even need to play the style we are trying to implement.
Okay.
We just have to win and find out the results.
Now, what happened
That is
this
what
season?
is after. So,
What?
which he did.
Okay, now I want to ask
And
you.
the next match we won 1-0.
Okay.
The following match 1-0.
Okay, I want to ask you one question. Now, Ten Haag at Ajax is this possession-based, fast possession style of manager.
Yes.
Now, when he came to United last season, first 2 games against Brentford, against Brighton, he was trying to play out from the back, play this Ten Haag ball. That actually boomerang immediately.
Yes.
The 3rd game against Liverpool, he had to change to a direct system of play, and that suited the players at his disposal.
Especially Marcus Rashford.
Especially Marcus Rashford, who is the fans' favourite at United.
Yes, that's true.
Because we have to say it
Right now.
Rashford is still the fans'
Now,
favorite.
fans favorite. Even some of their fans say he's supposed to be in Ballor D'or
Yes,
contention.
yeah, you were saying it.
There is a debate.
Yes,
there is a
still
debate
now.
that he should be in Ballor D'or
They
contention.
were even saying it. That is the shirt Ballon d'Or. I was seeing it.
Because he scored for 11 matches straight at the
Yeah. So I want you to. I'm not getting something.
Funny.
Now look at the player like Bruno. Look at the player like Marcus Rashford. These players are not even built for this possession-based football.
Oh.
They are more of this traditional-based football. They are tailor-made for traditional football.
Now, Anthony itself.
Now let's say for example now Onana. I think you have a very good player in Andre Onana who is very good at playing long balls. Okay, playing long balls. And now you have a player like Rasmus Højlund, a striker who is so good with the hold-up play. Why not go direct? I think it was last season.
Yes.
Erling Haaland, Arsenal against City. The way Pep Guardiola used Erling Haaland, Pep Guardiola to forget about this dominance in game. I think the possession. I think Arsenal had the lion's share of possession that very day.
Yes.
So it was more of a case of play Haaland as an half number 10, then play long balls from Ederson to whenever Arsenal comes to press, they are always going long against over. So I expected United to actually be using that kind of thing. You have Rasmus Højlund, you have Onana. Those are the type of games that Onana is brought in for. When the press is invited, definitely Onana can use his long kicks to go over the press. There is a footage that I watched that Pep Guardiola was discussing with Rio Ferdinand about how they are planning to destroy Inter Milan.
Yes.
He said they are giving them so many headache especially because of their goalkeeper.
Andre Onana, yeah, exactly.
You watch
Before the Champions League final.
Before the Champions League final. So Pep Guardiola know how deadly Onana is with the long ball. So I'm expecting Onana to be used to his full potential. That's why I'm faulting Ten Haag for that Manchester derby defeat. He did a lot of things that were like
that are questionable. That's my thing. I've always said something. One good thing about Guardiola is he plays you to your strength. And not your weakness.
No.
Play the player to their strength and not allow their weakness show. I don't know if you get. So that has been one thing with Andre Onana. You know he's good at this thing. Use him at it. And you have a striker who is tall enough, who has a good hold-up play, who is a bully.
Yes.
Who has that body, he has that physicality
yes.
to bully around defenders. So why don't you all invite the press and go long? Then once you hold the ball, brings Rashford with his pace, everything into play, into these areas. I don't know if you get bring Rashford into play, into these areas and all of that.
Let me
Those
ask
are
you
things you
one
can use.
question. Especially Kenny, because you brought up that topic. You are saying Onana should go long. Are you comparing a team like Inter Milan? They have the likes of Zeko, they have Brozovic that can actually fight for the
That's false. Most of Onana's long ball were to Lautaro Martinez. Yes, most of Onana's long ball were to Lautaro Martinez. Yes.
As a matter of fact, it was one who made Lautaro Martinez shine late last season.
Lukaku, the likes of Brozovic, Lautaro Martinez. Have you seen?
How tall is Lautaro Martinez?
It's not even about height now. I'm not even talking about height.
Lautaro
A match like
Martinez
FA Cup
is
final last
like
season, if you
yes,
notice,
like
Rashford and Oji were contesting for ball, 50-50 ball, and Rashford left it.
That's
If you know the qualities of your player,
no, that is where a Rasmus Højlund comes into play. I'm not saying he
can
should
he do it alone?
Yes, now let me remind you, Brentford last season, one of the season Brentford excelled. One of the season Brentford excelled last season was because of Ryan and Ancelotti. That was one of the season reasons. Tony is not long, he's not tall, that tall as Holland, but he has this physicality. He knows how to bully defenders. He knows how to go about it. That was one of the reasons Arteta spotted Ryan and got him. His long ball. Once he gets that ball, he invites the press to himself. Give it long to Anthony.
And those are the kind of reasons why Arteta got in a Kai Havertz.
Also,
as that focal point. Not be every time we go put ball on ground. Sometimes
I think I have something in mind. There was this season, was that last season, that Rashford was on point. He was scoring goals over goals, matches over matches.
Okay.
This playing from the back, even that time they didn't have this kind of keeper that can actually play from the back.
Yeah.
They had the jab. And this thing was working well for them. Things were going smoothly for them. So I don't know why you as a manager will deviate from that kind of play.
The thing that brought you so much
you.
success.
I believe that kind of act should be questioned
No,
by
it's
the board.
questionable.
Yes.
I want you to put into consideration that players like Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes,
Yes.
I think Ten Haag is happy with their productivity in terms of goals and assists, and is contented with that.
Right now.
Rashford and
No,
Bruno
as at
Fernandes.
last season,
Okay.
even whenever they put in a subpar performance, he's happy with them in as much they are giving that goals and assists. Now they are not getting that goals and assists again. So regardless, that is what he's expecting from them. That is why he said he knows the goals will come. He's not even talking about the all-round performance of those players. Even Rashford and Bruno losing ball anyhow. He's less concerned about that.
But the question that has been ringing in my head was that, is there something that is being done last season? Let me say, all those times Rashford was scoring goals back to back. Is there something that is being done that needs to be reversed back to?
Let me get
when something is being prosperous, you have a process.
You
and
see
it's
something-
making
you
things
see something
prosperous.
that they
I
are-
believe we can just stick into that.
You see something that
and
Ten
keep
Hag needs
using
to
that
stop.
particular
Something
system.
Ten Hag needs to stop. Maybe he should stop watching Pep Guardiola and Arteta and focus on his own style of play.
What do you
Yes,
watch?
because this guy wants to play beautiful football. He wants to play possessional football, and Man United is not all about that.
Why we
What man
see
you-
this
They
watch?
don't have players that can
So
play.
They can play it. Let me
Is he
explain.
watching Ten Hag? Is he
Yes,
watching
because to me,
Guardiola
I think
and
to
Ajax?
me,
Is he watching Arteta?
wait
Arteta was watching the coach back then when he was at Ajax. What
when
are
he
you
came
doing?
when he came to Man U,
I understand
when he
what
came
he's
to
saying.
Man U, he never
I
played
understand what he's
professional
saying.
football.
I understand what you're saying.
When he came to Man U, he was
the
playing.
guy at Manchester
When
United.
he was playing counter
He
football.
actually worked with Pep Guardiola at Bayern Munich.
Yes.
So he picked up some things from Pep Guardiola.
He needs-
That's not even it. Not as an assistant manager. He was for the reserve team while he was for the first team.
Yeah, and
He
that's
was
why they
not
work
with him as an
together.
assistant manager.
They work
Okay,
together.
They work together.
Bro,
They work together.
Yes.
Bro,
But doesn't mean they are using the same tactics.
Bro, the like
No.
of
They
Bruno
are even
Fernandes.
their thinking
The
that is quite
like of
different.
Bruno
It's not the same
Fernandes.
thing.
Wait, the like of
One is in a
the
vertical
like
one.
of the Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and even Casemiro you have are not the kind of people that are going to give you possessional football. You understand?
Okay.
If you know you want to play possessional football, you need to make sure you sit Marcus Rashford down.
He
You
never
sit
said
Bruno
he's
Fernandes.
playing possessional
Possessional.
football.
That's what he's trying to do.
No, transitional.
because
He made mention of the word transitional.
Transitional football.
Don't
Okay,
get it wrong.
Okay,
He said he
okay,
wants
if
to
it's
be the best professional team in the world.
if it's a transitional,
That
that
is
means
his
Bruno
point.
would have been playing.
He's not talking about possession. Transitional, the key
No,
word.
I'm telling
If
you,
it's
I'm telling you,
transitional,
oh,
Bruno
why?
would have been
That you
playing
guys
from
are not
the
playing something close to transitional
Why is he even
football.
taking Bruno to that side?
You're
Okay,
not
since
playing
you
something close
since
to
you like
traditional
since
football.
traditional football is what you want, and Bruno is this person that knows how to get this ball from the middle and throw it long. Then why are you taking Bruno to the left side? If not that he's sick.
Like,
But have you watched some matches this season whereby Bruno is being deployed as a midfielder and Masimont is being deployed to that wing, that same wing? Now tell me how many ball this same Bruno you are made mentioning of spamming the ball into the box and losing the ball with lost possession.
Yeah, most times
Bruno's pass
Bruno's
has
pass
been
as
truth or dare.
spamming.
Has been truth or
Most
dare.
I swear on my
Bruno
fucking
you are
life.
talking about.
Most
Bruno
does not know how to play
This same
anything.
Bruno spamming
Than-
balls into the box,
than
losing
Bruno.
possession.
Bro.
Even the same
Bro.
Marcus Rashford, he removed Rashford at 78 minutes and Bruno played the full match. That particular match, he was just spamming the ball into the box.
That's what he wants. That's
Giving
how
it to
Bruno
the defender.
plays.
Bruno Fernandes have been.
Yes, going long.
That's what he plays.
So
And that's
the
what I'm
only
saying.
person going long and is actually getting the pass to the player is Onana, which is given to Oiland.
No, Bruno is also trying now. When
Bruno is trying his best.
Rashford was trying, when Rashford was when
talking
Rashford
about this season.
Wait,
That's
last
the
season.
problem.
Wait
Where
now.
is
This season you haven't
What
tried
are we
it.
doing right?
This season
that we
you
got
have
wrong.
not
That
tried
is
it.
that is the point of contention.
This season you have
What
not
are we
tried
doing
it.
right that we got wrong?
yeah.
Yes, that was his question.
Part of
This season
it,
you
part of
haven't
it
tried
is playing Bruno Fernandes on the wing. That's a very big call.
Very
No, it
very
happened
bad.
last
Why do you
season.
say Bruno Fernandes
It happened last season.
On the
and we
wing,
got it
how
right.
will passes leave there?
Okay, let's get Bruno Fernandes
He
in
deployed
Portugal.
him to the wing
And
and we
Bruno
got it
Fernandes
right
Manchester
last
United.
season.
The
So
difference
we
is
shouldn't
here.
say
Yes,
because
now.
he was deployed to the wing because then this same Bruno played wing on numerous occasions last season. We should note that.
Okay.
A lot of
Then what
matches.
happened? What happened?
Barcelona home and away, he was deployed to the wing.
And he
And
suffered.
he
What
barely
got
not-
played
suffered.
for
They
them?
brought him back.
He
It was
suffered.
Weber's
No,
that
no,
played
no.
for them.
He suffered.
They-
Up
He
top.
suffered.
Because he suffered, they
He
reverted
suffered.
him back to the midfield.
Yes, he suffered.
Baba,
Now, let me
Baba,
ask him, no, he
because
never
of the
suffered.
suffering,
He suffered.
because of the
No,
suffering,
ask
they
him,
reverted him
no,
back
he
to the
suffered.
midfield.
that was the second leg. First leg, it was never deployed.
The second
He played,
leg,
yes.
the first leg, Badi almost killed him.
Numerous
The
games.
first leg,
But
Badi almost killed him.
it was Weghorst that was playing number 10 at the point in time. At the point in time, it was Sancho.
Yeah.
So don't get it wrong. There are some things that we got right last season that is not actually working for us. Injury, one of the problems because of the lot of matches that we played last season.
Don't call injury. You said
That's one of it.
You said we
Even
should
the
start
coach
on
himself
injury. So stop
should
speaking.
play.
Stop saying virtual truth. We need physical truth.
Let me ask you one question.
Okay.
Right now, we are in a bus. All of us, we know how to drive a car. You got injured. He can drive the car. Definitely, we know how. All of us know how to drive a car. There is this blueprint that everybody knows how to drive a car. Ten Hag is getting one thing wrong. There is no structure at United. So once there is no structure, once you start calling players in, maybe players to fill in for someone, they don't know. They
have no idea of what they are doing. I don't know if you get.
doing.
I don't know if get. I feel you on what you are saying because this has been one thing Man City have been spotting.
There is a structure.
There's a structure.
So
no
even
idea
you,
what they are doing.
whoever comes
You
in,
might not be at the level of KDB, but you have an ideology of what the structure looks like.
Exactly. Now look at Liverpool. Liverpool have lost their first choice left back and Andy Robertson.
Yeah.
But Costa Simicas has came in and it looks decent.
Yes.
Just because there is a structure.
He knows what the team wants.
He knows what the
Yes,
team
and you
wants.
just have to follow the
This
path.
is what I want from
You
my
have to
left
follow the
back.
path.
This is what I want from my number 6. It's not the case at United right now because there are some system players in the team that they don't understand what they are doing. I look at Marcus Rashford and I will be like, what's he even trying to do?
What is he trying? Yes,
he doesn't even understand what he's trying to do.
I know the
majority. Look at what he said earlier. He was saying Marcus Rashford scored a lot of goals last season. This same Marcus Rashford has been making some horrible decisions as at last season, which people are not even observing.
That is how
Because he scored a lot of goals.
That's how
They are not seeing those mistakes. But they are only seeing those mistakes because he's not getting goals right now. So the main issue is people focus more on goals and assists.
But the moment Bruno Fernandes became misprofiled, Rashford started facing goals out. The moment Bruno Fernandes profile was misplaced in Man U, Rashford goes drought. Rashford needs go drought.
In what way?
Yeah, because he was playing from the wing. No one was supplying
Rashford.
That pattern they use
I don't think so.
Yes. The Rashford score against
Yes.
So the question you should be asking yourself is what were they doing that they are no longer doing?
Now, God bless. I love that. Now the thing is, last season we watched Rashford most of the time when they are in possession. Weghorst will drop and you see Rashford as a focal point in the team. Now it's different because they have a Omo Rashford's Ireland. I'm not sure Rashford is a threat in the wing.
At all.
Rashford, I'm not sure. I think you can only get the best out of Rashford when you play probably maybe in a more central position.
Yes.
Because on the wing, he's not even a threat to any fullback. Apart from Ben White.
He's more of a threat at the wing than at central forward. Most of his goals he scored from the wing.
Coming
At the central forward, he's not that of a threat.
All the shots Rashford is playing.
Now listen,
would you
look
believe
at the point he's trying to portray. I get it. Rashford as a wide winger to own the touchline is around to watch. You need him to be in this inside forward space.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the way Salah was few years ago.
Exactly.
I don't know if you get. And now with all the striker interplay at Man United, that can't happen.
Yes.
And now playing that the 3-1-6 system in possession, you need someone to actually hold the width, which as we sure is not available. You need Rashford there, which is not excelling.
He's not excelling at all.
I don't know if you get. So is him saying playing Rashford as a striker? It doesn't necessarily mean the vocal point. It's not as an inside forward.
His role is also an inside forward, but playing him as a number 9 is very wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm correcting you. You still don't get my point.
I'm not saying
playing as a number 9.
In possession, coming inside.
As an inside
forward. Like that's going to affect the striker. The striker will definitely vacate the area, drag defenders out of position. That's where you have the best of Marcus Rashford. He can actually exploit the space left by the striker. But playing him on the wing
He's not going
As
to
a touchline winger.
As a touchline winger. You can play Bukayo Saka as a touchline winger.
Riyad Mahrez.
Except
Rafinha.
Rafinha. All these guys are good touchline wingers. They can
Bellingham.
excel.
Do you
They
actually
can keep the
know
wish for
this
you.
same Rashford? There are some goals he's going to score last season that he's not scoring currently. This season.
Probably maybe it's
There's a deep in form.
It's about confidence team. We know the entire team is low on confidence right now. When you're low on confidence, definitely it's going to affect.
Yes.
It's a ripple effect.
Everybody.
It will affect everybody.
Everybody.
So you saying he's not banging in goals this season, it all boils down to confidence. Right now, the team is not working, and right now, I'll keep saying it, the team has no structure. For crying out loud, there is no structure at United. The players don't even know what they want to do. I saw Bruno Fernandes as a captain during the Manchester derby. He was kind of like he was in a no man's land. He was tired of the game, and
He even stormed in. He stormed in after the match.
and
Yeah, now.
he stormed in. And as a captain, your team has just lost against one of your biggest rivals. At least stay on the pitch. Take these players to applaud the fan. That is character.
Jose Mourinho said something. He said they are captains and they are leaders. He's not a leader.
He's not a leader
When they had that penalty incident against Man United, the person I saw confronting the referee was Harry Maguire. And I asked myself, where is the captain of this team?
Can you imagine?
United will go. You watch the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Sergio Ramos, the likes of Puyol, the likes of Piqué, great captains. Messi might be a great player, but as a leader, he's not a great leader. Don't get me wrong. Now, if Madrid back then, the Galactico set, the one that Ramos played in, they are 1-0 down. You see Ramos calling everybody together. We can do it. Come on, we can do it.
Yeah.
Let them know. Give them that mentality. There's more to wearing the armband.
But the problem of Bruno is instead of me to ginger all those people to play well, you be the one complaining.
Instead of you to boost the morale of your teammates, you bring it down.
Before you know, you start seeing his weak points. That this guy is mentally out of the game.
Sometimes I question his captaincy for real. I question his captaincy.
I won't be wrong if I say Onana is more of a leader at Man United than Bruno Fernandes.
Exactly.
I won't deny that. Right now, he's not portraying that spirit of a leadership. At all. I was privileged to watch Roy Keane captain your team.
Yeah,
and I know what the captain looks
Gary Neville. Those are captains.
Those are captains. The manager has a lot to do in terms of to get those things back in place.
Yeah.
Because he himself named Bruno as captain. Probably he might have seen him as a leader. Because what is happening inside
now,
the dressing
Abesi.
So we don't know a lot of decisions.
Let me tell you something. Most times players get that captain armband not because they have that leadership quality, but because they portray what the manager wants to do. Perfect example, my team. So now, as my team, Zinchenko is more of a leader than Odegaard.
Yes, and sometimes it's given to the most consistent player the manager trusts. The first name on the team sheet. When the manager is trying to drop.
Or someone who has been there for long.
Yeah, someone who has been there for long.
Or personal interest.
Personal interest.
So Bruno is not a leader.
Let's not lie.
Actually not.
Bruno shouldn't be the captain of Man United
At all. He doesn't deserve it.
Because the way that guy behaves, I still prefer Harry Maguire. I still prefer Harry Maguire to be the captain of Man United. Bruno.
If I pinpoint Bruno Fernandes' attitude on and off the pitch, I know
it's so bad. Yes,
Maguire without the captain armband has been excellent so far.
Yes, I think that without that captain, it actually lifted the pressure off Maguire. So it's at least doing better.
To me, I feel Maguire is not a type of defender that can cope for a team like Manchester United.
Let me ask you, Abesi. I want to ask you a question. As at when you brought Maguire into your team, who was your best defender? Consistently, for the first 2 seasons, Maguire spent at United. Yes. I can beat my chest to tell you he was your best defender, your best centre back. Okay. He's one of the best ball playing centre back at Man United.
But
now, for what your coach wants to play,
and I think
there was a reason Guardiola went for him.
Talking about that Pep Guardiola that you just said now, I think we need to dove our cap for Pep Guardiola because he keeps doing better. But we move to the blue from Manchester. Pep Guardiola is just too good. There is something I love about Pep. He knows how to refresh his squad, and people will not really observe. Yes. So last season now they won the treble. Now this season he has shaken the squad a bit. Now they have hungry players in the team right now. They have Gusko Gavio, who has never won anything with City before. Jeremy Doku has come on. Martin Nunes is now there. You know, all these players are very hungry, and they still have the likes of Alan, who wants to do better, who wants to do more. They have Ruben Diaz, who are like leaders in the team as well.
They still have their John Stones, their
They have their John Stones.
That Man City is one of the most. In fact, they are one of the teams that we should be scared of.
And they are this.
I am seeing
to retain their squad.
I'm seeing that they are going to break this record that Madrid is holding, that back-to-back 3 times Champions League. I don't know that they won Champions League 3 times back to back.
Can City do it?
I believe they can.
City can do it because this is their squad. This is their squad. Their squad is too strong.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
They are going to make it. Okay, let's ask. Which team do you think will rather?
What actually happened to Real Madrid was more of a case of this is once in a blue moon. It happens once in a blue moon. Winning Champions League 3 times back to back. We have a lot of strong teams in Europe, and sometimes it's not about being the best team. Madrid has won the Champions League, and sometimes they are not the best team in the tournament.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic.
Sometimes eloquent keeps making one mistake.
Okay.
Taking footballers. If what
No.
this calculation
No.
was
I am sure that is why even if you go to a betting site, they will tell you to choose a team that will win the season outright. So what I am saying is out of experience. Last season nobody saw it coming now. But Man City won it. And I also believe Man City is the favorite in this Champions League. They are the favourites.
Yeah, they are the defending champion. They have to be the favourites.
I still believe they will win.
They've been favourite for 5 years.
But they might win it because the squad is strong right now.
One team in Europe people are writing off is Bayern Munich. They are just a number 6. A proper number 6.
And that was why they wanted to get Paulinho.
And I believe they will go back for him in January. Bayern Munich are just one proper number 6 away from being that bad boy team.
Because
because right now Sani is back to the form of his life. Yes. Musiala is getting there. Nabri is there. Yeah, you have Harry who is just he's all over the world. Kim Min-jae is doing this thing and Mananoya is back. Mananoya is back. Kim Min-jae is there.
Bro, let's not lie. Man City are more deadly. Man City is more deadly to Bayern. I can't be Bayern of last 2 seasons, last 3 seasons, last 4 seasons. But Man City of now to Bayern of now, I can't wait for that feature. I can't wait for that feature.
But right now, if Bayern should get a number 6 with Harry Kane in the team, I think they will give Man City a run for their money.
But even they are going to give Man City a run for their money. But
Bayern are this team that
Man City will beat them hands down
when it comes to big stages.
And let's not forget that they have a Thomas Tuchel on the dugout who is practically sound.
Who has been one of those coaches who give
Pep Guardiola is always a very
if you still see it, Pep Guardiola is more complete to last 2 seasons last season.
Okay, now
this season is very complete.
The most complete Man City side Guardiola has ever coached was last season.
He said
everything you needed
was there.
Both transitional control, every fucking thing you needed was in that team.
Everything was there.
Being able to drag with, hold the width and everything.
Rascality was there.
Everything.
You have those rascals at the bar who can actually
bully attackers. For me, I might be the biggest Jose Mourinho fan, but Pep deserves more credit than he gets.
Yes, he
now
deserves
I
don't understand why people don't give him.
Now this squad refreshing has been.
He has money.
This has been one major issue club has faced. This has been one major issue club has faced. The inability to refresh.
Other English club fans will say this. But I, as a Barcelona fan, whom Guardiola came to this team to win sextuple with just Bakabi boys. Are we start to say
he had great players in the team.
Most times just try to
made them great. He made them great.
Apart from Sergio Busquets and Pedro, where he carry come from Bakabi,
He actually spiced up.
He was very lucky. He
spiced up Messi's career.
He spiced up Messi's career.
He met Messi in the team.
Messi from Bakabi now.
No, Messi was already in the team. Messi was already in the first team.
I know I remember when Messi was not even settled. I was still putting on 19 that period.
Yeah,
it was Guardiola that made him. It was Guardiola that made him
first team.
No, it was in the first team. It was
I
in the
remember.
first team.
I remember now when Messi was playing from the wing. It was Guardiola that brought Messi to that side and gave him the first jersey.
Which side?
Messi was still
Which
being
side?
bench. That brought him to attacking midfielder to play the 10. Messi was playing as a first 9 at Barca now. He was playing 10 and sometimes first 9. Yes, now.
During
Guardiola's time.
He moved into first nine. I played there too and area of the wing. But Guardiola met Messi in the
He had the like.
Was he?
He was the first 9.
No, Guardiola played him as a number 7.
No,
Number 7.
Rijkaard played him
No.
as number 7 and
Guardiola played him as a number 7.
Rijkaard was not playing him as number 7.
Attacking midfielder. Like
Yes,
Messi.
it was Guardiola that brought him.
Not Enrique, not Valverde.
Enrique came.
He was not
Have you
as a
forgotten
number 7, as a winger.
You have a point.
Guardiola.
You have
That
a
was-
point.
Oh,
Guardiola
9, oh,
came.
10.
You guys
I'm very sure.
You guys was
08.
No,
Bro,
no, no.
09-10,
You are-
09-10, Messi was still, wait, what are you saying,
No,
bro?
no,
Messi
no.
was still, Messi was playing as
Let me explain it to
Check
you.
it out.
Let me explain it to you guys. When he came on, when Pep Guardiola came into the team, Messi was still being played as a winger.
Yes.
So the very first El Clasico that they destroyed Real Madrid 5-0.
Yes.
Messi confirmed it that Pep called me to his office and told me he wants to move me into a more central
Yes.
area.
Check it out now.
Because of Pepe and was it Ramos or Carvalho that he wanted to give them nightmare.
Yes.
So he moved Messi into a more central area and he
performed.
He played Eto and what's it called? Ori on the wing. He played both of them on the wing and he played this Messi as the first number 9. Sometimes Messi would drop to form to form a
midfield diamond.
God bless you, a midfield diamond that you have Eto and Ori up there. So it was more of a tactical trick by Pep Guardiola. He is saying that Messi played on the wing is right.
Yes.
But
We know that.
prior to the El Clasico, it changed. And since that El Clasico,
He has been playing as first 9.
the rest is
What year was that? Because he played a lot of the Classicos.
You can say since 2010
El
downward.
Clasico or
what?
the 5-0 El Clasico, I think it was November 2011. Yeah, it was November 2011. Yeah,
No, that's a brilliant manager.
So Pep is a brilliant manager, and I think
That's a brilliant manager. Yes.
So talking about those managers, I want you guys to give me one manager who you think people think is tactically sound, but you don't even see him up there.
I'll go for.
Let me start with Prosper this time. Don Carlo.
Eric Ten Haag.
Xavi Hernandez.
I'll go for
Conte.
Yes.
That's a big shout.
I'll go for Conte.
So why did you say
I'm this kind of person that doesn't like this pragmatic style of play. You know, if we can have a lot of sessions during the week, you know, training, strategizing about how our weekend is going to be, how our match day is going to be. I don't believe when we get to the field, I don't believe we should sit back while our opponents keeps playing us around, and at the end of the day we'll just sit down there and we'll be expecting for one long ball to come. Maybe we won't just drive out to the, you know. Actually, I'm a Barca fan, and as a Barca fan, I love this kind of dominance.
Yes,
when it gets to the field, I want us to dominate.
That's our way,
like,
man.
That's our way. We should be the only one playing the ball, and the opponent should be the one running around. So as a Barca fan,
listen, bro, sorry to cut you short.
Yes.
Everybody cannot be Barcelona.
No, we're not saying
Every manager,
Barcelona.
listen, every manager have their identity, and that's the identity of Antonio Conte, and it has worked for him vividly well.
Exactly.
Bad Tottenham,
but it's not that working for him. It's
No.
not that working for him.
Bad Tottenham.
That was what affected
Bad
him
Tottenham,
the last
bad
time.
Tottenham.
That was what affected him the last
Bad
time.
Tottenham,
Before he was sacked.
before the Pep
Before he
and
was
club,
sacked. That was what
before the
affected
Pep and club dominance, he was the last manager to win the league
yeah.
with that same system.
That's what I'm saying. I think
He went to the Italian league and did same.
and I think we need to
No,
we need to
is that kind of formation.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I think I need to make something clear here. There is difference between style of play and tactics.
Tactics, exactly.
His style of play, he might be a pragmatic
Manager.
but
tactically,
Conte is still there as well.
Maybe
Conte is still there.
I don't feel that.
now, pragmatism. One other thing I need to put out is pragmatism is not the most sustainable system. It might work for a season and a half, and after you need to build out from there. Now, that is one major reason Conte does not stay long in clubs. If he stay a year, 2 years, he starts getting issue and he leaves. But so far, as long as he work for him, I don't see pragmatism as an issue for him. No. But even Jose Mourinho struggled.
The reason why I'm trying to tell you is that pragmatism is a kind of style of football in which gradually is wearing out.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's wearing out right now.
It's
not worth it.
You know, there is this coach at Atletico Madrid. What's his name? Diego Simeone is a pragmatic manager.
Very pragmatic.
But he's very tactically sound.
Mm-hmm.
Pep Guardiola said something. They played against Atletico Madrid at the point that was it about 2 seasons ago. Pep Guardiola said at a point we don't know how to play football again.
Yes.
They dominated City from A to Z. I was very shocked. Like, you sabi play this kind of football. Now you know they play am since all these days. I was very shocked.
Moment. Those are the things. Wait for your moment. You take it. Play what you have to get. Then come back and sit back. That has been what Conte practices. Even Una Emery of Aston Villa. Una Emery of Aston Villa is one godfather of pragmatism.
We can't feel the same thing. The same
That was one of the reasons he never excelled at that style of play.
I don't like that style of play too.
What
the
person when I go for na Don Carlo. I've always been of the opinion of, like, when Ancelotti comes again, managers who are tactically sound. I watched this Mikel Arteta interview. I think it was against Fulham. He said they played more than 40 formations in the game. In a single game. More than 40 formations now in play.
That is
against one.
Madrid.
Arsenal.
Oh, Arteta.
Yeah, Arteta. He said they played more than 40 formations. Sometimes it's yes. In a game, in a single match. More than
different structures.
With different structures. Sometimes it's a back two, sometimes it's a back three, sometimes it's a back one, sometimes it's a back four, back five. So they just keep rotating. Whatever the game demands, they give it to them. That's the start.
Moment. That comes back to what I said earlier. Each moment you have a structure for it.
Yes.
If this, just like Brighton, there was something Louis Dong said. He said everybody is aware of their territory and he knows where to be. If you pass the ball down to his territory and the goal leads from there, then it's his fault. That is structural positional play. Yeah. Proper positional play.
And this Brighton that I said, there is something that Brighton does that I really love. Brighton, they create 2 sections of the pitch. A section will be here and a section will be here. So one thing is that they will underload one side, they will overload one side. So this side they might have a 4v3 here. They have 4 players against 3 opposition. This other side, the opposition might have a 3v2 against them. They don't care. They have their reasons why they want to do it. So each phase of play, there is structure that he wants them to play.
That's spotted something about them. He said they don't move until the opponent move.
Yes.
They move when the opponent move. That is about moments. When your moment comes, you know where to be. When this person turns like this, you know what to do.
Exactly. So that's been tactical.
Now contributing to the Ancelotti issue also is I've always been of this school of thought that for the past he has done what he did during his era and all of that during the era. But for the past 4 years, I feel like he has lived off individual brilliance of quality sets of players he had. Now the comeback of Rodrigo against Man City, after the game, there was an interview where I think Eda Cruz or Don Carlos himself said he had to seek the advice of the senior players in the team, the likes of Marcelo and Cruz, to tell him, okay, what's up, what do I have to do, what do I have to do. Yes, you might tell me he's an open manager, open to criticism and all of that, but bro, those are not it. All the times I've seen him come against Pep Guardiola, he has been tactically at class. Even down to Xavi Hernandez, tactically at class. Severally. I don't know if you Xavi I'm not the biggest fan of Xavi Hernandez.
But whenever it comes against Don Carlo,
so I feel like most times
it's same Xavi that has been defeated by a lot of world-class managers.
No, we are talking about Don Carlo.
Xavi struggle. World-class manager, how many you don't beat? He tactically he struggles. How many of Man you don't beat?
For Xavi to be able to defeat him, definitely he might be right at his own point.
He struggles a lot.
He struggles tactically. Even the Champions League final
against Liverpool, yes.
But Liverpool nullified all
everything,
and it needed just a moment of Courtois.
Now he needed a team of Courtois.
Courtois was the man of the match in the Champions League final.
I tells you a lot.
So it tells you a lot of what Don Carlo is not. Most of the time, Madrid are always with these Galacticos. They always have these big players. So definitely someone will turn up. If Vinicius doesn't turn up, Benzema would. Rodrigo. Look at that match they play with was it Man City? where Rodrigo score. Under 2 minutes, where Rodrigo score two odd goals.
It was Man City.
It was Man City.
That is the substitution I'm talking about.
So it all boils down to moment of brilliance. Guys, I want you to give me just in a single word, okay, who is the most overrated striker of all time? Let's start with you.
I'll go for Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Alvaro Morata.
Paulo Dybala.
I would go for Alvaro Morata also.
But is Dybala a striker?
The money.
Yeah, I wanted to make a statement.
Is he a striker?
He's a second striker.
He's ever won
Me, I see him as a striker.
If you see
but it's like sometimes
In a strike now. In a strike now.
No,
He's never a striker.
he's never a
He's a
second
second
striker.
striker.
Hey,
He's a second striker.
I don't know. Dybala. I think
So you have a chance to give us another
Okay,
striker's name. Most overrated.
I see Benzema overrated. I shouldn't see him too overrated, but because of the Ballor D'or, I see him overrated.
Overrated.
Yes, I see Benzema overrated.
Benzema.
Karim.
Yes,
It be like say one of my legs have been in shoe.
I see
Wow.
Benzema overrated.
One of my legs have been in
Yes.
shoe.
Yes, and I can back it up.
But why would you say Benzema is overrated? Benzema is 25.
Bro,
Benzema is
He proved his worth.
Bro,
At least when Benzema won the Ballon d'Or,
It was merited.
It was
It was merited.
It was merited.
So,
This season
he's now
it
telling
was
us
a well-deserved.
he called him
award.
overrated because of the Ballon d'Or.
Why would you say he's overrated?
The season Benzema performed is the season he got the Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
No.
No, he has been performing before that.
No,
How
you
many
can't be
goals
performing.
has he
Listen, you
scored?
can't be
How many
underperforming.
How many goals has he been scoring? How many goals
No,
has he been scoring?
I dispute against this. Check La Liga all-time highest goal scorers. You can't be
Who
underperforming.
is La Liga?
He has always been
goal scorer. I'm not sure Benzema is there.
Ever since the
Benzema is not
ever
among
since the
La Liga highest goal scorer.
You said Benzema is not.
Check. Check.
he has over 300 goals. Oh.
Maybe
He's
he's
the
top
highest
10.
No be Benzema be.
No, Benzema be highest goal scorer.
No, be the highest scorer.
Benzema is over exaggerated. Let's not lie about it.
I never said he is, but I'm telling you,
he's
he's
exaggerated.
among.
He's among.
Yeah.
He's among.
Now, I have to check.
I think he's third on the list in Real Madrid. A great institution.
You can't be
How many
a one
goals
season
does he
wonder.
have?
You can't be a one season wonder and be fourth in La Liga all-time highest goal
How
scorer.
many
Can you imagine?
Fourth behind Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Zara, and Karim Benzema.
So
How many goals? 238 goals. With all his time playing in the league,
So
even Suarez that came to Barca, do you know how many goals he has with Barca?
230.
238 goals.
think- I
All
think-
his time.
What actually happened?
439 matches.
In 439 matches.
was under the shadow of
Bro, can you
Ronaldo.
imagine that? Can
Shadow of
you
Cristiano
imagine
Ronaldo.
438 goals in 439 matches, and you call that a very
He's a very good striker.
That's not a good start.
That season,
That's not a good start.
The season they gave him the Ballon d'Or for, he played 46 matches,
Okay.
44 goals, and 15 assists.
Wow.
You can't.
What did I say? Why did I say last? Why did I say last? I said the season he performed was the season he got the Ballon
He has been performing.
He has been
Listen, let me tell you something. When Ronaldo was at Real Madrid, Benzema was never the focal point.
He was never.
Everybody played for him. And even then, he did his beat. Even then, he did his beat.
In fact, he was always on point.
For sure.
But better than Higuain, helping Ronaldo.
Exactly.
Ronaldo become a better player.
Yes.
Better than Higuain. So Benzema has
Their partnership was more like the Son and Harry Kane.
Yeah.
He brings Ronaldo into play.
Exactly.
Just wait. Guy, why?
Bro,
I won't agree with that. Benzema from just one
let me not lie to you.
He's not
I prefer Harry Kane to Benzema.
You might
Hey, you might prefer
That's preference.
Benzema.
That's
But
preference.
that doesn't mean that.
Benzema to me
That
is
doesn't mean that Benzema is
Benzema to me
overrated.
is over exaggerated.
No.
We should be hyping Suarez. We should be hyping Luis Suarez to Benzema.
Why were you disappointed that Benzema
I don't
won?
think he deserves it.
Why?
238
You don't think he deserves it? Okay, the year.
Benzema doesn't deserve that
The
same
year-
I
value.
don't think he deserves it.
Who deserves it? That year.
A lot of players were okay. So you're saying there was no player in Premier League that season that
I
was
think the
that
nominees
beat.
that year were Benzema, KDB, and Sadio Mane or so.
That is the reason why he
I
won
think
it.
it
Sadio
was-
Mane was
I
there.
think-
Yes, Sadio Mane was
I
there.
think it was Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane was there and Messi was at the fourth. Was the fourth runner out.
Yes, Messi was.
So now,
Yes.
let me tell you.
I feel this talk is coming from a place of sentiment.
Not
Sentiment.
sentiment. Not sentiment.
That's
Not
what
sentiment. Not sentiment.
You can't tell me it does not. It is not deserve the Ballon d'Or.
He's a Barcelona fan. He taunted them very well.
He's overrated.
Karim Benzema taunted them
How
very well.
many times? How many times did he taunt me?
Like, no.
Among all his goal, he among all his guys, I never see how many times he scored against Barca now.
Benzema is-
Just
is
maybe if he has to go with Barca, it would be more than 15 or 10.
It's never overrated. And guys, let's just come up with this. I don't know how to put it. Lionel Messi, he won the Ballor D'or on Monday, and it has divided opinion on social media.
Yes.
Some people believe that it should be Erling Haaland. Some believe that it should be Lionel Messi.
Okay.
In fact, this is the first time I'm seeing Pep Guardiola sitting on the fence.
Okay.
He doesn't really know who to support.
Okay.
He said they should create two Ballon
Ballon
d'Ors,
d'Ors, which
for
is
one
impossible.
one for. Let's assume it was Lionel Messi that had those numbers that Erling Haaland had last season, and Erling Haaland on the other hand won FIFA World Cup trophy.
Yes.
For Norway.
Yes.
I'm telling you that Lionel Messi will still be named the Ballon d'Or.
You know what I believe? You know what I believe?
It's a popularity contest. Now,
You know what I believe? To my own perspective, I believe anytime, any year the World Cup is the World Cup takes place, we have to respect this prestigious competition. Because I believe no matter how big your league is, no matter how many champions
I start to
every 4 years.
Okay, now.
So we have to respect the competition.
The way they are saying
The best player that comes out of the competition
Okay.
to surely win the Ballon
The way they are
d'Or.
saying it,
all
they are
right,
saying it
now,
like
now, let
You
me-
said the best player.
No,
The best player should.
Okay.
No, you
now.
said
The
no.
Messi
Listen,
not
Everett,
performing
Everett, you said no. Everett, you said the best player should win it.
Yes.
Should win it.
Yes.
Diego Forlan, what happened?
Diego Forlan, what happened? Lionel Messi 2014, what happened?
Explain to us. I want to know
People
something.
who
That
won
is
that
football.
time
Explain
were
to
the
I want
best.
to know something. This is
They
football.
were the best. You just now the check
football
man.
rules.
Now the check
And they were the
man.
best then now.
I don't like
Who
football rules.
won the Golden Boy 2006 World Cup? Was it not Zinedine Zidane?
Yes.
Okay.
He won the Golden Ball. Why was he not given a Ballon
He had
d'Or?
he had issues. He had issues. Discipline. He was disciplined.
2010. Who won the Golden Ball at 2010 World Cup? It was Diego Forlan.
Diego Forlan.
Wasn't named the Ballon d'Or winner. 2014. Who won the Golden Ball at 2014 World Cup in Brazil? It was Lionel
Bro,
Messi.
should I give you an instance? Should I give you an
I'm not sure
instance?
we'll be able to defend that.
Bro, I will defend that. I will defend that.
You can't
know why I said I will defend that?
It's a popularity
Bro, I will
contest.
defend that.
You
I will
have to
defend that.
embrace that fact.
See,
That Ballon d'Or is a popularity contest.
yeah, please let me defend myself. See, this is football. I want you to know something that things change. Everything changes. Their development, their improvements. See, before there was no VAR is introduced.
Yes.
Before the
These
rules
are
were
lies.
not applied.
These are
But
lies we tell
no,
ourselves.
right now,
The same fair
right
play
now,
rule
I'm telling
system
you, I'm
that
telling you this
kicked
is a
against
rule.
Zidane. The same fair play rule that kicked against Zidane system in these two 2023
Exactly.
Ballon d'Or. So you can't tell me
Exactly.
if anything had changed, it won't be 18 of everything. It
Yeah.
just I'm not sure anything changed.
Nothing
in Ballon
changed.
d'Or. Yes,
Nothing
I'm not
changed.
sure anything has
It's-
changed.
it's just a popularity
Ballon d'Or,
contest.
you have-
The only award
in
I
the Ballon
know
d'Or.
rules change.
In the Ballon d'Or.
The criteria has changed has been UEFA best.
Yeah,
UEFA
yeah.
men best,
Bro,
FIFA best.
bro, in
There
the
are
Ballon
different
d'Or,
criteria.
in the Ballon d'Or, I realized some cups were even added. Some awards were added recently.
Like which award?
I'm trying to
Greg
remember.
Muller Award.
Greg, yeah,
More
yeah,
like a consolation.
Consolation award.
To the supposed winner.
So-
More like a
No,
consolation.
we're trying
to
to
the
say
supposed
there's
winner.
nothing so
The
great.
same thing they did.
Socrates.
Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lewandowski.
You're saying
Now, wait, I want to ask you.
no
I want to ask you.
now.
I want to ask
giving
you.
an
Where
example.
was the Greg Muller Award last season when Benzema won the Ballon d'Or?
But they brought it just recently now.
And so no, now let me paint this picture for you. When Lewandowski deserved it, they gave him the Greg Muller Award.
Yeah.
Messi won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Now, that was the inaugural year of Greg Muller Award. Remember when Yanshi Award came on? They have never stopped giving it till date. Now, moving forward, the year Benzema won the Ballon d'Or,
They didn't give
there was
out
no
to
Greg Muller Award.
We all
now,
know what
now
we're doing.
it's more like a case
We know
of
what you're
we
doing.
know it's more
We
like a
all
case
know
of we
what
don't say
you're
that you
doing.
win.
Yeah,
We don't say that you win,
That
but
trip is
Man,
just
not-
give
man,
some.
man,
We all
man,
know
man,
what
man,
we are
man,
doing.
man,
Bro,
man,
you are
bro,
smiling.
that
Bro,
is it.
we all know what we are
I
doing.
want you to
That's
know
just
something.
it.
I want you to know something.
It is
This
what
is
it
football.
is.
Things change.
Yes.
What has changed?
What is changing?
Facts
What
change.
has changed?
VAR did before.
No. We're talking about the Ballon
The
d'Or.
Ballon d'Or, what are the criteria that
What
change?
are the
If anything change, tell
Yeah,
me.
don't change that.
What change? What change?
That change.
What change? You can't make a claim without fact. You can't make a claim without fact.
That's why we World Cup. Now you go win Ballon d'Or. Now wetin change be that?
What me I know? What me I know?
Yes.
Baba.
Person wey win World Cup. Person wey dey stand the pass for
Bro.
World Cup. Wey win am. Now you go win Ballon d'Or.
When did that?
Let's go on the
when-
50K
when-
bet. Like, there was never a rule like that.
When
It
did
was
that come?
2010. It was 2010.
2006.
2010. 2010. Wait.
In the World Cup,
2010.
won it.
Wait, Baba. They have to
2010,
when
they
it
did
happened.
not.
2010 when FIFA conjoined with UEFA. That's when it happened. I've answered the question.
Wait,
In
what-
2010. 2010 and they finally broke up 4 years later.
No.
Now, 2010.
Apart from FIFA Ballon d'Or or whatever, Ballon d'Or
Ballon d'Or is a different award.
It still remains the same.
There was a time it was FIFA.
No. Now only
They are contradicting yourself.
They only match.
They were affiliated. That's what I'm saying
It
now.
was not FIFA Ballon d'Or,
They
but
were
the
affiliated.
criteria. No,
The criteria has never changed.
Criteria
So
never
now-
changed.
so now
It still
for-
remain the same voting
So
process.
that is-
Okay, because the person change name, it means say criteria don't
No,
change.
FIFA now they host World Cup now.
Criteria never
Not be
changed.
FIFA they host World Cup.
Everybody
And
dey
people host Ballon d'Or they different. And FIFA came in conjunction with them. And
Now-
they made me FIFA
wait,
men.
now they are not together.
And now
So
if
why
if
you don't go?
wait, and now if we are
You
saying
get your
if
family
you are saying
right. You are trying to paint lies.
No, I'm not painting lies.
No, FIFA best and Ballon d'Or are no longer together. They are two separate
That's
awards.
so
Now the
why-
criteria for FIFA
Why
best
don't
is
you
different.
It's different.
And it
together
changes
again.
frequently.
And
And it
yes,
changes frequently.
and
FIFA best criteria changes frequently.
Yeah,
UEFA
but
members
Ballon
most
d'Or
times
remains the same.
it changes. Ballon d'Or has remained the same.
But
See,
but
if
there
you
was
tell
a
me
time-
the year,
there was a
50,000
time-
right now.
There was a time they were affiliated now.
Yeah.
Then the affiliation, what was the affiliation for?
It was just no.
I need to know.
Two brands coming together.
Coming together. And at the point, just like PlayStation that we are playing, before it was.
Now I want to ask you.
It was
La Liga.
Now it's FC.
La Liga
And now we are
two
saying,
different
and now we are saying, the Ballon d'Or, the Ballon d'Or is all due to what the Ballon d'Or is given to a player that performs well in the World Cup.
What you are trying to
And
tell
we are
us,
saying,
Ballon d'Or
and
is
I'm
biased.
telling you that Ballon d'Or and the FIFA World Cup, they were one time partners. So there's nothing bad if we say it's because
You don't need to be. You don't need to be sentimental.
Wait.
not being sentimental.
I'm not being sentimental. I want to bring a point.
You don't want
I'm not being sentimental.
I'm not being
You are not
sentimental.
giving us the facts.
You are not giving. I don't like it, but
that
maybe.
was-
Let's be factual. Let's be
You
factual.
are just trying
Yes.
to paint it. I
Now,
agree to the
no,
fact
now,
that this is a
Let
popularity
me
contest.
now for me. I will speak on the ground as a
what
neutral.
not a robot.
I will
It's not
speak
a
on the
robot that is
ground as a
voting
neutral.
now.
Okay.
It's
I will
not
speak
a
on the ground
robot
as a
Manager
neutral.
captain.
It's a robot
My
that
vote.
has been manipulated.
My goat now, Luis Suarez. So I'm speaking on the ground as a neutral. Both parties fully deserve it. If you say Messi deserves it, fine. If you say Haaland deserves it, for me, it's fine. But you trying to discredit.
No one is discrediting.
No.
Let
Let me. I'm landing somewhere. I'm landing somewhere. No, listen to
I'm
me.
talking to you. I'm
No.
telling you. I'm letting you know
Fuck
that
it.
this is the biggest competition.
I'm
in the
coming
world.
from the point
You
of
have to
Erling
know
Haaland.
this.
No,
You
I'm
have to
coming
know
from the
this.
point of fucking
Yes,
Erling
this is the
Haaland.
biggest
Now
competition in the world.
listen
Yes.
and listen attentively. Listen and listen fucking attentively. Now, coming to the case of Erling Haaland, if you say Messi does not deserve it, now I want to ask many of the people that are backing Erling Haaland up are purely Cristiano Ronaldo fans.
Yeah.
Because Erling Haaland does not have a fan base. So I want to ask you, if Cristiano Ronaldo was the one that won the World Cup and Haaland had the same season, would you have said Haaland deserved the World Cup?
Bro, now Ronaldo
Yes,
go collect am.
I would say
Now, Ronaldo
Would you
go
have
collect
said
am.
he deserved the Ballon d'Or?
Yes.
No,
if-
it's a case of
if-
popularity
no,
contest.
no,
It's a case of popularity
I would
contest.
say I'm not being biased here.
I don't know if it's an edited chat, but
He
there was
used
a
to win World
lip
Cup.
chat between Erling Haaland's dad and the fan. He said it's
Bro, you know what?
on pitch.
This is
It's on
Haaland.
pitch.
It team no qualify for World
But the
Cup.
PR fading.
It team no qualify for World Cup. This Haaland going at the top.
Yes.
Every 4 years.
You see.
Let's respect this competition.
Okay.
Yes.
Messi never
It's
scored a
just
goal
4
in the
years,
World Cup
bro.
tournament and won the
It's
Ballon
just
d'Or.
4 years.
Now,
Let's respect it.
Messi never scored a goal in the World Cup tournament and won the Ballon d'Or. Let's respect it. What happened to the respect?
Back in 2018, there was this allegation against Ballon d'Or, the French organizers of the Ballon d'Or, Oman coach and the Football Association of Oman. They actually said they voted for Mohamed Salah because they are Arab nations,
Yes.
and it was changed to Lionel Messi's name. Can you imagine that kind of
Bro, he
corruption?
said it.
How come?
You
He
can't
said
that kind of
it.
corruption.
He has
Now,
no proof. I remember.
There's a
this
proof.
one.
There's
No,
a proof.
There's no proof.
There's proof online.
There's no proof.
Check it.
There's no
There
proof.
is a proof
There's no
online.
proof. There's no
There is
proof.
actually
It will be attached.
proof.
It will be
It has
attached. It will be
attached.
attached.
The Oman
There
coach
is
has no
proof.
proof.
No,
He
no,
has
no.
no
There
proof.
is proof.
He has no
It
proof.
should be
He
attached.
said it. He said it.
There is
said it. He has no proof.
There is proof. He has no proof.
If it like this is this is football, you would have been sued.
Yeah.
If it like this is football,
He
you
would have been sued.
Huh? Why?
People have been
Why?
sued.
Just because he's saying
No,
You can't lie against the ground. You can't lie against. That is defamation of character. That is defamation of character. Yes,
That's
that's
not being a that's not lying. That's not lying against the ground.
No.
Anything that you
What?
put up.
What?
Anybody,
You will be sued for defamation of character.
Peter Obi and Tinubu.
You know what?
You should don't bring politics here.
No, same thing now.
You know
You
what?
can't bring politics
You
here.
know what?
Inside this football.
You know what?
No, bro, let's be realistic.
No.
Politics is inside the football
No,
too now.
yes.
Why are they voting?
Don't bring.
Why are they voting?
That was the start of it.
Don't bring
The thing is, this Ballon d'Or, this guy gets evidence back then that it was rigged, and they voted for a player, and the player's name was
Yes,
cancelled. Now, if he had lied,
He would have been sued for defamation of character.
because what he said can actually ruin their
And
reputation.
if it were true, if that word was true, they would have arrested Messi or sued him.
God bless you.
How would they arrest Messi?
Are you saying there's no law? Are you saying there's no law?
Why
out there?
Who will arrest Messi?
Yes, law now.
On what ground?
On what ground? Let's have a learned conversation. On what ground will arrest Messi?
You said a rigged vote. You said a rigged
That's
vote.
why I want to ask
Wait,
you.
you said a rigged vote. You said a rigged vote.
Messi.
That's fraud.
Whether I get football.
You said a rigged vote.
If anybody should be arrested, if you have told anybody, it's the organization, not the
Why
Let
is
me be
there no
factual and let
organization
me
held?
intellectual.
Why is there no organization held?
They led a statement, and if they lied against that organization, they would have been sued.
Why are they not held? Why the organization? Okay,
Who had to hold them? Who had to hold them responsible?
If what that person said is true,
Who has held them
why
responsible?
haven't they held the organization?
Who has hold them responsible?
It all depends on the person who accused. He wants to press further with his charges. He wants to probe further. If he doesn't want to probe further, there is nothing.
So the same thing applies to Messi too.
Anybody can do.
That guy was lying, but Messi does not want to does not want to press charges.
Messi can't sue them.
He can
Why
sue
can't
them
you?
now.
Why?
They did not defend it. They defend a brand, not Messi. Let's this conversation.
Messi is a brand now.
No.
Yes.
Why is Ballon d'Or not suing
Because they know
Messi?
it's true.
Huh?
Because they know it's
It is
true.
true.
Hey, where is the fans?
Ballon d'Or.
Let's evidence.
Okay. Why Ballon d'Or not talk about that? It is absolutely true.
Let me upload that paper.
You own a brand. You own a brand, right?
Yes.
You own a brand. Now, imagine me coming out online and saying false things about your brand that would damage your reputation. A big brand at that, that is well respected, that would damage your reputation and put you in a bad state publicly and in the global market.
Bro,
it's a propaganda.
Bro,
It's a propaganda. Let me tell you something.
decide to
If
look away.
I can bring any other propaganda to you. You know when they will start holding me for defamation of character is when I start going to the court and start saying something like
No.
I'm just saying something
Get your factual. You get your factual.
No.
Let it work that way.
He wasn't lying.
He lied.
He wasn't
Not
lying.
proof.
There is proof.
If there was
There is
proof,
proof.
they would have
We go attach him. We go attach him. We go attach him. We go attach him to the video. It's absolutely true. We go attach him.
Yes.
Because if you
Leo Messi won 8 Ballon d'Or, which is well deserved.
Yes. Well
Don't
deserved.
let's get football now. Okay, Ballon d'Or, Mbappe dey there. Why Ballon d'Or no look say France? Now this Mbappe na our own.
Now our own.
No, I want to ask you a question. Now let me
Why
shoot
don't
you.
you
Let me
just
shoot you in your leg, one leg. You said the Ballon d'Or is given to the best player at the World Cup tournament. Did that who performed. Now the 2018 World Cup. The last time I checked, Griezmann had a stellar year that year. Not just at club side, also at the World Cup campaign. He had a very good number of goal assists. His goal contribution that season supersedes his appearance. Okay. Now he won the Europa League, he won the UEFA Super Cup, and he won the World Cup. Where did he end at the Ballon d'Or?
I think that was 20.
Griezmann.
No. This the 2018 Ballon d'Or.
2018 Ballon d'Or.
So now look at Modric never won the Ballon d'Or. Now it's a case of popularity content. Now who get PRO pass, they win.
You don't know what is going on.
For you to be popular in football,
Yes.
what does it entails? It entails that means you have been performing well.
You have to be
people
the
have been
best
seeing you.
in that profession.
Alan no popular.
He's popular now.
You think say they go give Acha.
Now,
You think say they go give Acha.
let me tell you one thing. What you are saying that before you get popular in football, you have to perform very well.
Yes.
I will dispute that fact.
Bro, you can't dispute it.
I will dispute that. Now let me explain something to you. There is a Jadon Sancho
who has popular.
Listen to me. There is a Jadon Sancho who has an Instagram account, who has Twitter account, who has everything account. He is more popular than a Sadio Mane. There is one time that Koyate have to tell Mane that you need to post more on social media so that people will know you. Because right now
your PRO team,
yes,
your
you will not
PRO
get
team has a
recognition.
lot of work to
You
do
will not
as a
get
player,
recognition.
and that is one thing that is affecting Mo Salah.
Yes,
Mo Salah as a
it's
player
affecting
lacks
Mo Salah.
zero PRO.
PRO, yes.
Mo Salah is performing, but Haaland has a better PR than Mo Salah.
Exactly. Now the thing is, we are in a world of social media. Most of these people that will vote for the Ballor D'or, journalists, all these people, most of them are on social media. Some of them they don't even watch games. But after the game, they will just go on their Twitter. They will see footage of Haaland. Wow, Fabrizio go post down. This go post down. This one go post down.
Let me bust where PRO came into play. Immediately the Ballon d'Or nomination came in, the entire media house who were praising Haaland switched the flip. It was become the praise of Lionel Messi. This, that, Lionel Messi. Then I started seeing different types of statistics. I don't realize. It's about you, the PRO, your team. It's about your team going into work. It's about your team going into work. The PRO team going into work.
Well, we'll leave that to the fans and let us know in the comment section who truly deserves the 2023 Ballon d'Or.
I'll do in the comment section.
Haaland or Messi, please.
We have some wonderful games over the weekend. I want you to give me your prediction because a fan actually said he wants Oracle.
Okay.
To give him the prediction.
No, but we don't see her for dream now.
The fan wants it.
So let me ask you. We have a Newcastle versus Arsenal. What's your prediction?
I think that's going to be a good gallo. Let me say I'll go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay.
A 2-2 draw. Yes.
I think Newcastle has been good at St. James's Park. I think a slim 1-0 victory in Newcastle's favour.
3-1 victory in favour of Arsenal.
2-1 victory in favour of Newcastle.
2-1 victory in favour of Arsenal.
From a fan's point of view.
Not a fan point of view.
From a fan's point of view.
Everybody is scared to carry 2-2 draw.
Okay.
That game is going to win the draw.
Okay, so from Prosper, Chelsea versus Tottenham.
That would be the breaking point of Tottenham. That's the downfall. That's the downfall.
That would be
Chelsea will get a result from the game.
Okay, eloquent.
I just still feel maybe that match will end 2-2. Yes.
Abezi.
2-2.
2-2 draw.
Yes.
Okay. I personally see 0-0.
I believe the first half is going to be dicey. Goals are going to be scarce. But at the end of the day, I think Chelsea are going to win with a 2-1.
Okay.
2-1.
Yes.
Manchester United versus Fulham.
If after, because since Fulham lost Mitrovic, they've lost that spice in them and they've struggled a bit. If Eric Ten Haag does not defeat Fulham, then something is wrong.
Something is wrong, yes.
So I'm going for a United comfortable win.
Yes.
Me too, I'm going for United comfortable win. As a matter of fact, it should be 3-1.
3-1. Okay.
I think Man U will win, but we have to struggle it out till the end of the game. 1-0 victory.
Okay. Probably I see a 2-1 victory in United's favour.
I believe Manchester United are going to go back to the drawing board because they will learn from what actually happened and they want to bounce back. So I'll go for a 3-0. Comfortable win for Manchester United.
Okay. So I have a game for you guys. Just like I said earlier, there is a big incentive. Anybody who wins the game is going on with a cash prize of 10,000 naira. So I want you guys to actually break.
Who is me?
When are they blow me? When are they blow me?
So we have 2 rounds of the game. The first round is quick fire questions, trivia questions. So at the buzzer you just tell me. Once you know it, immediately you tell me.
We know what?
Once you know the answer. You just the first person to say the answer
wins.
And the second one, I'm going to ask you some questions and you show me the answer. You just give me the exact name.
Okay.
So who is the current captain of the Hungary national team?
So it's like,
wow, you got 3 points.
Plenty.
You got 3 points.
Okay.
What is the name of the home ground of Sevilla?
Ramos Sanchez.
I got it. 6 points.
No, Ramos Sanchez is one.
No, I got it.
No, he said Ramos Sanchez. Ramos Sanchez is one. I said it.
3 points to eloquence.
I said it.
Before talk out.
No, I said Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan. You hear now? I talk and I mean
Now Pizjuan you talk.
No, I said Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan. And that Pizjuan I call loud. I said Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan. You know, understand. Go after you call.
Eloquence is the winner.
So
of that
it's not called Ramos Sanchez again.
Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan.
You have to say it in full.
Fully.
You have to say it in full because Exeter City they use St. James Park.
Yeah.
Newcastle use St. James Park.
The difference is St. James is different from St. James.
Yeah.
So using St. James Park.
Leicester City.
Leicester City.
Yeah.
So it's different. St. James's is Newcastle's stadium. Why Leicester is St. James?
Bro,
So it's two different things entirely.
Bro,
You know what we are
succumb
doing?
to the loss.
But let's move to the question.
Okay,
Maybe you want eloquent to me.
No, it's
You don't want
clear
me to-
now.
Yeah.
It's clear. I didn't cheat.
You don't go carry this
I
one,
didn't cheat,
you don't
bro.
go carry and go.
I didn't cheat, bro. You are a Premier League
I never
guy.
get 1 point and I'm go still win.
All right.
Okay, now the next question will start with Prosper over there. So
Hope
it's
no be cheat.
it's a thing of once it's going to go round. Once you don't get it, you are out of the game, and the rest of the team will continue
Continues.
with the game. So starting
Okay.
from Prosper, names of players who have scored in the Champions League final.
Bill.
Rodrigo.
No.
Ah, Vinicius.
You are out of the game.
Vinicius.
Okay, so
Wait, I don't know
so,
what to do.
so
Vinicius.
we start from A3.
Okay.
Names of players to score in the Champions League final.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Lampard.
Bill.
You have mentioned Bill before.
No, now it's a new round. It's a new round. No, it's a new round. That was not no. Even two times.
Without being told.
It was never reaching seconds. It was all that.
Without being told. Under 3 seconds, and you shouldn't repeat. Not cheat with that one now.
You have repeated Bill.
See this guy. This guy is having cheat.
One
We not allow
Don't cheat person. These are my friends.
No, we've played a game like this before. And
Yeah.
in the next round also you were allowed to mention.
We don't want repetition
That is-
because
that is
repetition won't
cheating.
let us flex our muscle.
Yes.
So Prosper is out of the game. It remains Abesi and A3. Now without thinking about it, name players to have scored in a World Cup final.
Yeah, Messi.
Mbappe.
Götze.
Iniesta.
You're out of the game.
3 seconds.
I won.
You're out of the game.
Another question?
Yeah. So we're going for the next round of questions.
Okay.
So you are on 3 points.
6.
Six
Why?
points.
Why?
6 points.
Three.
3 points. No,
Zero.
It's on 0 point. I think Prosper
Zero.
is on 0 point.
Kenny, what have I done to you today?
Prosper is on
Zero.
0. Prosper is on 0 point as well
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
Now we'll start from Prosper this time around.
I thought I've won.
6.
No.
No.
On the
Now 3 questions, now 3 rounds.
and three rounds we're going. Under seconds, names of players in La Liga.
Suarez.
Shakir. Fekir.
Out.
Shaqiri.
Suarez, wait, let me. Yes, there's a Suarez.
Yes, that's Suarez.
That's why I know. Have you mentioned 100 players in La Liga like this?
No evidence.
Why am I not doing
No
mistake?
evidence. Abeg, this is
La Liga. La Liga. Names of players in La Liga.
Alaba,
Gundogan.
Courtois.
Jiga,
Pedri.
Kamavinga.
Oblak,
Araujo.
Mark Textegan.
Diego Simoni.
Femi Lopez.
Oh, Sergio Simeone is wrong.
Get out,
Head coach.
I want cheaters. I don't go capture.
So a face of between A3
Make everyone sit down, they call my player name said.
and Prosper. So this
Why una dey give tip? I don't like this thing. They want play final. Una dey give tip. Una dey give tip.
tip.
No.
That's what they are saying. They have already said it. Let's continue. No
Yeah,
problem.
let's continue.
Okay. You guys are going to face each other now.
0 points.
Names of managers who have coached in the Bundesliga.
Joe Pikens.
Thomas Tuchel.
Jurgen Klopp.
Three
The
points.
best man.
3 points to
Guardiola.
so
I mean, but as La Liga big rich, I don't know name of my own player again. I don't know name of Madrid. I don't know. I won't say Fekir. I say Shakiri.
So now we have 6
6
points,
points,
3
3
points, 3 points,
points.
and
Now 0 points, man.
you're on 0 points. So
So
this
2
is
points.
Octopus no dey win game.
October.
Actually,
All of us have
you
been
know
sure.
it's Barcelona dreams.
October so they win.
But I was rigged.
So
for this man.
Excuse me.
Ramos Sanchez.
now let's go to the final question.
Okay.
The final round
This baby can enter 6.
is a little bit tricky.
Okay. Let's
You
go.
just have to. I'm going to tell you Johnny.
Okay.
And you have to tell me the footballer.
You
All
tell
right.
us what.
You get it?
I'm
Johnny,
going to
footballer's
I'm going to tell
Johnny.
you Johnny. Footballer's
Yeah.
Johnny. And you're going to tell me the footballer that had that
Okay.
Johnny. I'm a player. I played for Fulham.
Am I involved? or I'm out?
Definitely, you are
Okay.
you are in.
Okay.
It's a round.
Okay.
Fulham, I play for Fulham.
Okay.
I play for Leicester. I play for Liverpool. Who am I?
Is that?
I play for Fulham.
You
William.
I play for
I
Leicester.
play for Fulham, Leicester, and Liverpool.
William, I ever seen me play for.
Who am I? I play for Leicester City. I play for Fulham. I play for Liverpool.
In that order?
No, just teams that he played for.
Play for Fulham, Leicester, Liverpool.
It's just teams that he passed through his journey, in his career. I played for Fulham. I played for Leicester City. I played for Liverpool.
Damn, I'm out, man.
Maybe William.
Anybody knows it? Anybody has an idea?
I dey come. Leicester City, Liverpool. Leicester City, Liverpool.
Let me
And
count.
the spirit.
Let me count down.
I don't know his name. I don't know this guy's name. I don't know the name. Where they just buy recently from Liverpool.
Okay.
The guy just come out, just enter Fulham now.
Okay.
Nat Phillips.
No.
No, they give clue, eloquence. I beg.
No. Think about it very well. Think about it. It's a player that you guys
I
have.
won't connect with
I
somebody
know this guy's name.
psychologically, in spirit, but
I know this guy's name. He says star. I know this guy. I when Liverpool
Carvalho.
Shey na Carvalho.
Oh, Carvalho
This guy
play for
just
Fulham, Liverpool.
But you don't play for Leicester.
This guy just played for Liverpool.
Okay,
recently.
so let me just help you guys out. His name is Paul Konchesky.
No, that
Paul
one.
Konchesky. That's that left back. His name is Paul Konchesky.
I don't know.
His name is Paul Konchesky. So are you guys ready for
Yeah.
the next round?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you need to brace yourself
Alright.
up a bit.
Bring it on.
But DFK, where you go see this kind of question?
Take a
You
deep
need
breath.
people.
Take a deep
question
breath.
But you say you know I'm saying.
I think say whether na the
Okay.
person me I know.
Oh.
Na Elanga my eye go dey go.
Okay,
Anga,
so who got the winning assist in the 2006 Champions League final? Who gave the assist for the winning?
Any.
I
Ah,
don't
sorry,
know.
fast man. That's fast man.
Who
Ronaldo.
got the assist?
Ronaldo.
Assist.
Deku.
Na which team and which team play am abeg?
Arsenal, Barcelona. Who gave the assist?
Arsenal Barcelona.
Yeah.
Arsenal Barcelona.
Now you go look back at
Wetin dey call this?
The Baka fan.
Over to
No be Piqué.
PKK.
Leave back. No, leave the two back fans. Let's leave the two back fans.
2006. Now they come.
Let's leave the two back fans.
who gave that wonderful assist to win that?
Leave am for back fans. Me, I don't want this.
Yeah, okay,
Make the
let's
back
leave
fans
it.
win.
Against Arsenal.
I want to talk.
No,
Because of what you just said. I want to talk.
I don't know.
Anybody will know and make it talk. Money is going 10,000 naira, guys. Pray for them. They are on seats. They are on hot seat.
Back fans
right
are on
now.
hot seat.
They are on hot seat right now.
Up 8 trips.
Okay,
Don't do something.
up, you're not taking it on your tablet, bro.
No be Eto.
No.
Assist. Na assist we dey talk.
They said assist, not.
Okay,
Ah,
then,
let me do
by
assist.
the countdown of 10, if anybody
Okay.
doesn't know it, I'm going to say the answer.
Okay.
9, 8,
6,
7,
7, 6,
I think na Deku.
5.
If I remember that goal, I will remember the assist.
3,
I watched the match.
Ronaldo.
1.
No, I mentioned Ronaldo.
His name is Eric Larsson.
Ah,
So,
last scene.
Sorry, who scored that goal? Remind me.
Benetti.
so finally,
Jam down last name where
on
we-
our podcast game, a lot of them did not get so many questions right.
In
So
fact.
Abezi is the one with the most points, who has accumulated the most points. So our 10,000 naira is going to Abezi. So if you have Abezi's number, if you have his Twitter,
I know you
Billy
before.
right now, he has a lot of money with him. So this has been a very wonderful edition of the podcast. I enjoyed myself. We all enjoyed ourselves here, and we hope that you
It's
enjoy
journey to
yourself.
building.
Thank you very much for watching. I remain your humble boy, Kenny, also known as DF Kenny, and
Prosper Westman.
Eloquence.
Abes.
and from all of us, we are signing out, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Peace out.
South.